It's me, or I guess what's poppin', Jam fam? It's me, your host, Omni Jam, aka Papa Jam, aka Father Jamuel. I'm here tonight to sort of catch up on things, go over a couple of future plans, and welcome my special guest, Julian of Lazy Gaming Guys. Hey, Julian, how's it going?
Hi. What? Hi. What? You forgot. You forgot one of your other titles.
I'm a man of many names. Which one are you referring to?
Stinky penis.
Oh, Stinky Penis, indeed. Yeah. How could I forget? That's why they call me SP in this one. That was my prison name, Stinky Penis. Um, so yeah, how have you been? By the way, it's been like a little bit of a hot minute since we had a chance to start
Mm.
stream together.
Fine. Uh, I'm just existing.
Right on.
I've been getting, I've been actually getting hours at work, and so now I'm exhausted because it's mostly lifting a bunch of heavy gallons of fucking paint. And they're trying to teach me how to cut blinds and work in the home decor as well. But other than that, I'm fine.
It sounds like you're picking up a lot of skills. Work's been pretty solid for me. I'm doing a lot more training. What is this new symbol on Twitch chat? Highlight settings? Select the highlights you see in chat, and okay, I'm just gonna leave that as default. Anyway, yeah. How's you got any plans for Halloween? Because that's what I'm about to dive into.
um, Halloween plans. Look, I am currently still looking for a terrible game to actually play on stream that's going to keep my interest.
Well, I have a list of them if you're ever interested in popping in. So I guess we'll start here. This is the last stream day for me of September, and starting this Saturday, we're gonna start doing horror streams with a couple of very specific exceptions. I'm not sure where we're gonna start, but the list of games I have available, and mostly these are because I already own them. So a big part of that was, but I'll have to buy a couple of these. Layers of Fear 2, The Quarry, which if I can get more people to join, I do want more people. I tried to get Manushka, but she said she had already kind of been spoiled about it, so she wasn't 100% down. Resident Evil 8, which I've avoided spoilers for the last year and a half. I don't know anything about that game. Poppy's Playtime, which is apparently free on Steam for the first part, but if it seems kind of short, and I don't want to play it because it's one of those things where like it's a face that's really weird to look at. It's like the what was the babushka, the Baba Ganoush? What was that? It was that horror monster that became like a gay icon. The Babadook. The Babadook.
Babadook.
Yeah,
Babadook. What do you mean gay?
like
Babadook is a gay icon?
I can't stand looking at like the Babadook itself isn't terribly frightening, but its face is so weird. It's hard for me to look at it for a long time. So I don't wanna. It's like it's one of those things. Which that's what Poppy is for me.
Why is it the third thing that came up as Babadook husband? Oh dear.
Because Babadook is a gay icon. There was like
How is
some.
it? Where was I during this?
If you want to Google it, you can. But I think it was something on Twitter. Somebody mistyped something, and then people were like, "Nope, we're just gonna. This is yep, it's definitely a gay icon now." So Babadook is a gay icon. Um, No One Lives Under
Okay.
the Lighthouse, which is a Steam game that Zonak
Oh,
recommended.
oh, I see now. I see. Meaning.
Soma, Alan Wake, the remastered one, Sinking City, which I don't think Sinking City is going to be very scary. I feel like it's going to be more of an action game, which is what's that camera picture, the picture horror game with those Japanese girl, take snap photos, snapping shot, Fatal Frame.
Fatal Frame.
Fatal Frame. I played one of those last year and it was not scary at all. It was very much an action game, and I was like, this is not what I was expecting. I was a little disappointed, especially since I played that after uh what's that game that I loved? It's not Devotion. Devotion. If you have a chance to play Devotion, take it. It's a very good horror game. And then the last two I have on my list are Simulacra and Outlast 2. I'm really excited about Simulacra. From what I read, that was more of like a mystery game, and I'm really looking forward to figuring out what that's about. But
Technically,
I'll be filling out the month. I don't know where to start with. Do you know what game I should play for Saturday?
I don't know. I should. You should try. Well, I don't know. Fatal Frame could be quick and reactable.
Well, instead of Fatal Frame, I would probably play Soma or Alan Wake.
Why
Fatal
did you
Frame
change the? Why'd you change it to a different game if you're gonna say something different? I'm glad you asked my opinion. How dare
Well,
you?
because Fatal Frame wasn't on the list of games that I mentioned. I just said that I played it last year.
Oh, you played it last year.
I played it last year.
Well, no, well, another one came out, so play it again.
Is it a new
Another one's
one,
coming
or
out
I,
soon.
I know that there's a remake of.
I don't know.
It's
I
fine.
have no idea. I have no idea. I wasn't paying attention to that one.
The only one I really can't play is Resident Evil 8 because I'm waiting for that one to be on PS5, and that doesn't come out till the end of closer to the end of October. So we may start that one and then just write it to the end on stream. I don't know how I feel about it. It'll depend on how I feel about it when I play it. I might just do Layers of Fear 2 to start. Like we know it's a horror game, you know it's scary, it's solid, it doesn't take a lot to run. We might just do that. But yeah, it's gonna be all Halloween streams except for a few exceptions. Manushka, if you're in chat, Obishka, she's on Twitch, twitch.tv/Obishka. I recommend following her. But she has invited me to stream with her on her birthday. So I don't know if I'll be streaming that night or just joining her on hers and like getting people to watch her. But we'll probably not be doing something horror related that night. Also, we'll be doing Overwatch 2 sometime after it releases. Would you be down to join me for Overwatch 2, Julian?
I get Overwatch too.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, like, are you gonna download it and actually play it? Because we all have.
No, I have no idea. I'm still contemplating contemplating it because it's like I never really played Overwatch 1 very much, and because it's like I've had bad experiences with Overwatch 1.
Oh yeah, it probably won't be a great experience with me either because I'm. That's like the one game where I'm crazy toxic. I yell and I expect a lot of players. It's.
Because to be honest, I'm sorry, I'm really distracted by this commercial on Twitch from Geico with its featuring Cuphead. It's kind of weird.
Fair.
The Cuphead people made a commercial for Geico hired the Cuphead people to make a commercial. It's fucking weird. But anyway,
Uh-huh. Oh,
what were we talking about? Oh,
Overwatch. Are you
right.
gonna play Overwatch?
I have no idea because I know that I want to get back into a shooter because I did because the new stuff, that new Destiny's been like talking to me like a lot. I've seen so many things of it, and I'm like, maybe I should get Destiny again. But then the other half of me is like, do I really want to go hop back into Destiny by myself and find new people to play it with? Gross.
There's a lot of content for Destiny. Hold on, I gotta chat. Every evening heading to bed, gotta get up at 2 a.m. for work. Just wanted to pop and say hi. No problem, Saralina. I'm sorry you have to work so early, but I'm glad you stopped by. I hope you have a good night. Stay safe.
Work at 2 in the morning. That's when I would like leave work some places.
I think she gets up to like get ready and go. She like does some. I think she works in a grocer for a grocer, so she has to like get up and prep and all that.
That sounds like she works. Sounds like she works for produce.
Yeah.
Works for the produce department or something where they have to do or a freaking bakery where they have to prep and all that crap.
I'm usually up at 2 a.m., but that's because I'm overnight and a night owl. But yeah, back to Overwatch real quick. I do want to do, if I do that stream, I want to do it with a full crew because I don't want to meet randos, even if we're terrible. I want to do it with a full crew, so I'll put out the feelers in the Discord as we get closer to there. But
when does that come out?
October 4th.
October 4th. That's so soon.
Yeah, that's literally next Tuesday. It's actually all right. So I got it right. Seralina confirmed. The produce, I believe. Like, can I be a rando? Sure. I'll be putting out the feelers in Discord, but we'll need a team of 5 people. I think Lag's interested. I think August may have been interested, but we would, even if those 2 are reliable, we would still need 2 more. And I haven't played it since the new meta came out, where it's 5-on-5 instead of 6-on-6. I don't know any of the new heroes or anything like that.
I wouldn't be able to actually get it till another. I wouldn't be able to get it till Friday.
It's free to play.
It's free to play. Overwatch 2 is free to play.
Yeah, they're gonna be so for people that aren't aware of how Overwatch is gonna work going forward, you can still play Overwatch 1 now. Oh yeah, Chase here. Gotta verify with a cell phone to play. Okay, so in general, Blizzard is going to take down Overwatch 1 completely, and then they're going to bring it back up after a day or two, and it'll just be Overwatch 2. If you had copies of Overwatch 1, you migrate over to Overwatch 2. It's like a new launcher, essentially, and it'll only launch to Overwatch 2. But the new one is going to be free, but it's going to have payable skins and characters and things like that. Think more paladins. But if you had previous game, then you have access to a whole bunch more content right off the bat.
What you're
Um,
saying is I need to go into the game. I need to go into old Overwatch now and get as much as possible so I can have whatever I want.
I don't I don't know exactly how all the cosmetic stuff is gonna work, but I would
I don't really care.
I paid Overwatch hundreds of dollars. I would not recommend doing that. Don't be like me. But then
I already have an online game I pay hundreds of dollars to for no reason.
Genshin. I'm kidding. I'm
No,
kidding.
no, I don't play Genshin. I've never actually touched Genshin Impact
Oh man, I have
ever.
thoughts on Genshin. But for people that are curious, it's Final Fantasy 14. If anybody wants to play 14, most of us play 14 at least a little bit. Um, but the other part about Overwatch 2 is that with it being free to play, it's also going to include crossplay. So if you're on PC, PS4, Xbox, whatever the case may be, you can crossplay with each other. So I'll be looking forward to that, but I'll need a full crew. I think Che was also interested in it, but you have to go through the Blizzard migration if you played on console. If you were already on PC, you basically are already good to go. But if you haven't tied your account to a Blizzard account and all that good stuff, you'll have to do that before, which is something I have to do. I haven't put on Overwatch in like 2.5 years, something like that.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess. Well, since it's a new game, I guess I can. It'll be like what? Less than a couple days shouldn't be another. Shouldn't be bad enough for people to get that far ahead of me to where I won't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, well, it's
Or because I don't know because I work like I'm working a lot this week. So and then my schedule's supposed to be changing, so I don't know what I'm going to be working on when it comes out. So I have to see.
Yeah, it's like
And then I
next
have to,
Tuesday. Even if I played it, even if I played it the first day it came out, it wouldn't be till Wednesday. And again, Wednesday's supposed to be a horror night, so I mean, it might not be till like Saturday or Sunday that I play Overwatch. So it'll be some time.
all these damn mosquitoes bit me.
Oh, I have a mosquito story. That does lead me to another. I'm going to use that as a segue, but hold on real quick. My boy is here. Hey, my boy, how's it going? Genshin Impact is like flavored sprinkling water of RPGs. It's a very polite way of putting it. I just don't like how greedy it is for money. It's so you have to spend so much and put so much effort into the money for Genshin, which I'll sort of give you the experience that I had. I play the game. I open it up because I wanted to get Aloy. That was when the Aloy thing was just happening, and I wanted to get ready for that. I learned that you can't really level yourself up quickly. It takes hours and hours and hours just to get one level, and it's not very rewarding to do because it's very repetitive. So the thing you do is you use items, and you can find items out in the world, but those items don't refresh. So once you use a XP, that XP is used forever. But let's say that you use it on a base character. Everybody was telling me that the fire girl you get at the beginning is bad, so I didn't want to use it on her, but I had to use her because she was only the fire and long range character that I had. So how do I get more characters? I have to play more story, but I'm low level, so it's hard to do the story. So you know what I have to do? I have to use XP to get my person back. How do I get other XP? I have to pay for it, or I have to pay, or better yet, I pay for new characters. But I can't just buy a character. I have to buy a role. So I roll for characters. Oh, I get a character, and it's a cool character. But apparently they don't get really good until you get 2 or 3 of them. So I have to keep rolling to get more levels of that character to make a build. But that character only really works if you synergize that with another character. So I have to keep rolling, or I have to keep playing till I get there. And then it turns out you don't just level your character, you level up your weapon, you level up your accessories, you level up your talisman, and all those require the same different items. But again, they're only one per playthrough, so you can only find it once. So you either use it or you pay money to buy it. The other way to do it is to grind for it. Oh, I don't mind grinding. I'll put it on a podcast, YouTube, something. I'll just grind. Some of those dungeons are only open twice a week. Like literally, you have to be on the right day. Otherwise, what I really want. Oh, I just made this character. I just really, really want to get this set complete. I have a talisman that I want to level up. I can go grind at this dungeon. It's not going to be available for 2 days. Well, I work in 2 days. I'm going to be working and sleeping. I don't have time for Genshin. Well, I'll go for the next one. The next 2 days, I'm streaming that night. Do I want to stream Genshin just so I can get that? Like, it becomes like a really weird, like you have to dedicate so much time and or money to that game to get good at it or to build into it, which is not in and of itself an awful thing, but when you compound it with people's lifestyles and how expensive things can get, it's really, really nefarious. I don't like it.
You mean it's what's the word? Not invasive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for. There's a word I'm looking for, and I can't think of it right now. Is he actually calling me right now?
It's a time vampire of a game. Not
Yeah,
just a
that's it.
wallet vampire, but also a time vampire.
I'll be right back.
No problem. And I actually have some friends, especially one friend who I think streamed with me when I used to stream Genshin a little bit, who is really into it. He literally plays daily, and that's a hell of a lot of dedication. The game is fine. There are some gameplay things that I would alter if I could, but otherwise, it's totally fine. Other than the money and the way that it's built. But okay, I wanted to segue earlier when he said, what do you call it? Bug spray. Bug spray is a really weird segue because I didn't stream last Saturday. And the reason I didn't stream because I'm pretty good about keeping my schedule. The last time that I missed a stream was that I chose to, because it wasn't weather or internet or something, was a year ago when my friend one of my best friends had a wedding, and I canceled stream to go to the wedding because I wanted to go support and celebrate with my friend. Well, this weekend, yeah, how selfish of me. Well, this weekend was actually Lag's wife's birthday, and I wanted to be there. And when we decided to make those plans, I had been like, you know what? I didn't really buy her a gift. I'm just gonna go in there and be like, you know what? I'm gonna pay for everything for her. Like, we're just gonna take care of it. So when I got there, I took over their tab. I wound up buying like a lot of drinks, and I got pretty blasted. It's the first time I've gotten that drunk in a very, very long time, especially out in public. So
And long story short, you're now married to Lag and his girlfriend,
yeah, or his wife.
his wife now.
Oh,
You're now
perfect.
married.
Hello.
Hey, Scott's
Scott's here
here.
now.
And the reason why I wanted to do bug spray is because the place that we went was a bar that had a very open outdoor space, and because people could sit outdoors, they decided to give a little tray bowl of bug spray that people could use to like keep bug away. And as I in my drunk state after I was paying and got everything together, I saw that bowl. I grabbed one of those cans and I just pocketed it and just left. And I forgot that I did that because I went out today to buy dinner and I was like, "What is this can?" And I picked it up and it was like a huge bottle of bug spray. So
Fucking klepto.
Wow.
yeah, that
Way
that
to
night.
go.
Fucking klepto.
Ooh, my boy so sad I missed out that night. Yeah, it was a pretty fun night. The thing is, after we went to the bar, I also went to another friend's house, where we played like board games, and I got I don't know how to explain this without coming off like a monster. I was blackout, but I was lucid blackout. Does that make sense? Because I
You
remember
knew what you were doing.
I remember
You
that
knew
I
what you were
was
doing.
there, and I remember being present in the moment. But when I'm like, there's like 45 minutes between me and home, and I don't remember how I got like that 45 minutes somehow. I checked
Oh,
my
no.
bank statement, and throughout the night, I went to Whataburger like 3 times, and I was like, I remember one of those.
You went to Whataburger.
Yeah, 3 times on all.
Oh,
Yeah,
three
like
times?
autopilot. Yeah, it's just 100% autopilot.
Oh no.
I blame my friend Jess because what she did, because I also kind of blame myself for a little bit. Or yeah, it was a cooperative effort to destroy me. She showed up after I did, and she was like, "I'm gonna buy shots. You all want shots?" And we were all like, "Yeah, we'll have a shot. It's early. We haven't gotten crazy yet." And she bought tequila shots, and I took the shot, and I was like, "Oh, tequila's awful. Like, I can't remember." Like, give it like 20, 30, 45 minutes. We're cracking wise and hanging out, and she's like, like I guess I'm playing for her many things too. She was like, we should get another shot or somebody's shot. I was like, yeah, but don't get another cheap shot like before. And she was like open mouth. She was like, "Oh, why don't you get it?" And I was like, "Fine. What's the nice one?" She's like, "Terra something. I can't remember exactly what it was." So then I was like, "All right, I'll do it." And I didn't ask. I'm pretty sure each shot was like 11, $12 a shot, and I bought like 3 of them. And we took the shot, and it tasted like water with like a little bit of tequila. I was like, "This is too smooth. This is not good. You shouldn't be allowed to drink this smoothly." It was very good tequila. It was worth the price. Smash cut to another like 30, 40 minutes, like an hour. I was like,
Wait, hold up. It was smooth tequila.
It's super smooth. It was very, very good tequila.
That's dangerous. That's dangerous.
It gets worse because I was like, "Oh, that was good. I should get another one." So I got
No.
more shots. So throughout that night, I had at least 3 shots of tequila and a whiskey
Amazing.
coke and like 4 or 5 beers and then whatever I had at my friend's house. It was pretty good. So
God.
yeah, I committed petty theft. I drank a lot. I spent like $250,
theft. Just
something like
casually.
Yeah.
He
something like
just says it
that.
so casually.
Well,
I committed petty theft.
yeah, yeah,
I
just
mean,
like,
I'm sure if they wanted the item returned, you'd
yeah,
be like, all right, yeah, here you go. I don't know why drunk me grabbed it,
yeah.
but
I thought it was mouthwash. I was gonna take it to my car. I don't know what happened. But yeah, it was
Oh,
it was
thief.
pretty bad, honestly, less than I thought. Yeah, yeah. The whole night I think I leaned to lag like twice, and maybe my friend Joseph once. But I was like, because it would dawn on me. I was like, man, I'm spending a lot of money tonight. Like I wasn't feeling bad about it, and it's not like I couldn't do it, but I was just like, it was like it would like hit me. I was like, oh man, I'm spending a lot. Oh well, whatever. Move on. If they had food, I would have spent even more on food. That was another thing that killed me. We were originally gonna go to one bar, and that bar was supposed to have food, but they were too full, so we went to this other one, and this other one didn't have food. So what I had for that whole night to eat was one slice of pizza until those various trips to
oh,
Whataburger.
You just asked me
that is a
for a
bad
night.
idea. While
Yeah.
you were that drunk.
Part lag says, I was good until I stepped into our room and then didn't sleep until almost 5 a.m. You should have come out with us, man. I didn't get to sleep till like 6 a.m.
He didn't go to sleep till 5 a.m. after all that drinking. Are you sure
Lag
you
didn't, yeah.
That sounds like food poisoning. That sounds like that sounds like alcohol poisoning. That's the last time I couldn't sleep after drinking so much.
I don't remember if I slept well or not. I do remember Sunday was 100% a recovery day. Part of me was like, I should get up and stream because to make up that because I missed the night before. But I was like, this is not happening.
And then you stood up, spun around a little bit, and you're like, okay, never mind.
My hangover was less a headache or dizziness. It was more like just a general malaise throughout the entire day. Like I said, I drunkenly modded my 3DS and now I have YouTube on it. Yeah, just start. That's the.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what,
they took YouTube
Oh,
off of it. And he
that-
modded YouTube back on.
Well, yeah. That reminds me. I have a question for anyone that might know this.
just professional.
Speaking of 3DS,
Yeah.
mine. So we were forced to get like a new modem and router from Spectrum like months ago to upgrade because ours was older.
Uh huh.
And now the 3DS and the PS3 will not recognize that signal at all.
Oh, interesting.
Like it just doesn't find the. Well, the PS3 finds it and says it's not compatible. The 3DS will not even find it, and neither will our Roku's.
You may have to see if you can. I don't know if it's a split band, like a dual band router, but you may have to see if you can split the bands and get like maybe it works on one but not the other. But that might be a talk that we have to have later because that's gonna be a weird one to get into.
Like,
Try this again, but not get dead drunk.
Because there's a few games I want to buy still on 3DS, and it's just kind of like, oh, like I was able to buy Dragon Quest VIII digitally. I wanted a digital backup of my physical copy as well because that game is fucking expensive. And I'm like, I had to use my phone as a mobile hotspot in order to get my 3DS to connect to any sort of internet. And even then, it took up 80% of my hotspot data in order to download the one game.
You either gotta, like DMC your router or split the bands or do something because there's got to be a way to get the Wi-Fi to work there. But a couple things in chat real quick. My boy, in regards to the alcohol poisoning comment, he said no, we're just professional alcoholics, which we are. Oh, that was the other thing. We played King's Cup. I just remembered. I'll explain that in a bit. Lag was very confused about your Wi-Fi situation, and Castle said we got to do that again, but not get that drunk. To which I respond, you're living a coward's life. Chase said, I hate dual band. Every now and then my PC will switch to 2.4 and whatever. Yeah. It can be very finicky, the dual band, but sometimes it just has to be that way. Is Elite Beat Agents on the 3DS eShop? I need to check. Oh yeah.
No.
Okay. We played King's Cup. Scott would not be aware of it, but Julian, do you know what King's Cup is?
I've heard of it, but I don't remember what it is.
So I made an offhand comment. Lag was sitting next to me, and he pulled because they had like cars and games and stuff that we could play at the bar. It was a very cool spot. I missed. Oh, my boy said he missed the King's Cup. Yeah. He pulled out a deck of cards. He's like, "You want to play this game?" And I was like, "Nah." If there's, and I said like jokingly, I was like, "If we're gonna play cards, we're gonna play King's Cup." So I'm not interested. And then I went back to my other conversation I was in, and then he taps me on the shoulder like a little bit later, and he has it set up. The way the King's Cup works, and this is for all you people in the chat that want to drink more but like need some way to get there quickly, because this will fuck you up. You take one cup, preferably a larger cup, put it in the middle, and you spread the cards around the cup. All right. They're all face down, and what'll happen is you take turns, usually going in a clockwise circle, flipping a card. Each card has different rules, and whatever it shows on the card, you do. The reason why it's called King's Cup is because if you get a king, you make a rule as to if somebody breaks that rule, they have to take an additional drink, like just out of nowhere, and put some of the person who drew the card has to put some of their drink in the King's Cup. So by the time
dangerous.
so by the time
I
you
now
get to
remember
the
this game.
so by the time you get to the fourth king, you no longer make rules or put stuff in there. You drink whatever those previous three kings put in there, and that ends the game. You're the final king.
This is dangerous.
God, that drink could taste absolutely shit.
Oh, we've been
Tastes like
there.
what you're throwing in there.
We've all been there. Just a quick rundown. 2 is you, which you point at somebody, they take 2 drinks. 3 is me, you take 3 drinks. 4 is horrors, all the women take drinks. 5 is do a drive. You make some kind of hand signal or body change. The next person has to copy it and add. Then they copy both those and add. Then just split it until somebody messes it up. 6 is dicks. All the guys drink. 7 is 7. Everybody throws their hands up. Last person to do it takes a drink. 8 is pick a mate, in which case you choose somebody, and every time you're forced to drink, whether it's by a card or breaking a rule, they also have to take a drink additionally. 9 is rhyme time. You choose a word and you start to start with, and they have to rhyme with that word, and then it circles around till somebody messes it up. 10 is categories, so you choose a subject and you have to keep saying things that subject, like fire Pokemon or American books or whatever, and first person to mess it up has to take a drink. Jack is usually thumb master or like some kind of variant, in which case you put your thumb on the table. Last person to notice and put their thumb on the table has to take a drink. Queen is question master, which means that you have to ask a question. Or means that if you're asked a question by the question master and you answer, you have to drink. The only way to avoid taking a drink is to ask them a question in response.
There's a lot of rules for a bunch of people sitting around, getting drunk around a table.
And the final game, which is my favorite, because I love to really fuck with people, especially people that are like, you know what, I'm just gonna play King's Cup with my liquor drink, or I'm drinking with like something that's not a light beer. It's Ace, and it's called Waterfall. What happens is whoever starts it starts taking their drink, and until they stop, the next person can't stop. And until that person stops, the person after that can't stop. And until that person stops, the next person can't stop. So if you're the very first person and you drink like a full pint, everybody else has to keep up or finish their drink, whatever happens first.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's wild. It'll get you there. We did that in addition to the shots, in addition to the beers, in addition to the whiskey Coke that I had. All that.
I'm Nate.
Yeah, I know.
Y'all just got loose.
Yeah, it was a pretty wild night, which is why I didn't stream on Saturday or stream on Sunday, because I was
Makes sense.
Dead.
demolished. We were wild though. Yeah, Castles.
He had to revive in order.
I had to get a blood transfusion.
Which is why I've said before many times is that like the crew that I have, like my friends who I love and care for and adore, they taught me how to drink, and they were very kind about it. They didn't force me or call me, like pressure me or anything. They're like, "Do you want to drink?" No, that's fine. And then whenever I decided I wanted to, they're like, "Well, try this, do this." And they made it very comfortable. But because it was so comfortable, and because I was sticking with these guys, I didn't realize how much harder we drink than most people. Because I would go to other parties, but like, oh yeah, we could drink, and then they just be demolished, and I'd be like, we're still good, right? And they're like, no, I can't. I'm going to bed. I was like, oh really? Okay, well, all right. And the thing that I learned is that most of my friends were in the food industry, and food industry people are insane. Like, in every aspect, drinking, relationships, violence, like they take everything to the nth degree. If you hang out with a crew of people that work in a restaurant, you're gonna get tough real quick. real quick. Ooh, my voice said drinking like y'all were in your 20s again. I know. It's been a while. It's been a long while.
Yeah. The problem is some people, like my brother, would go drinking because he is restaurant people, but then it's like he comes home and then suddenly it's like the death, and it's like, oh god damn it.
Oh, my voice said cups of alcohol on a nightly basis. It's true. It's literally cups and cups and cups. Not a glass, not a tumbler, but a full just cup of alcohol.
It's a tumbler of alcohol. That's a tumbler of
I don't
alcohol.
need you to judge me and my apartment cutlery, all right? Just fucking let me live my life.
God damn it, I accidentally attacked the wrong monster.
But yeah, for the most part, that was my Saturday. I had a lot of fun. I had a great time. I was out for a very long time. I think I was out for literally half a day. because I left at like 6:37 and I didn't get home until 6 in the morning the next day. It's pretty insane.
You actually made it home. You actually made it home before daylight.
Look, we're not going to talk about the blackout that I had. We're going to talk about how responsible I was.
Sounds like how irresponsible you were.
I have no way to come back from that. I apologize.
Last time I got blackout drunk was at a friend's house who was making drinks, and then I just literally wake up in his house, fucking on the couch, just confused as shit, with a half empty cup of something green, and it smelled like gasoline.
A real Incredible Hulk, most likely.
No. My friend has a bad habit of, I have a party. I'm just gonna buy Everclear and just mix that in things.
My boy said your Zatsudan streams are good. You should do more of them. I don't know what Zatsudan.
Along with other alcoholic drinks, to the point where it's like, this is gasoline.
Yeah. You gotta try hard to black out. It's pretty good.
It's not. It's not a fun feeling for getting hours of time of days where you've done things. It's like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, you time travel. What was that, Scott?
Did everyone see about Coolio?
Coolio.
Yeah.
The
Coolio,
rapper?
the rapper? Yeah,
No.
he passed away.
No way. Just now?
Yeah.
Coolio?
Earlier today, apparently.
Oh wow.
It was reported about an hour ago. They think it was a heart attack
Hold on.
at 59.
It's weed for
60
just
years old.
chatting. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, rapper Coolio. Artist Leon Ivy Jr., known professionally as Coolio, has
That's his
died
name?
unexpectedly
That was
at
his name?
age 59.
Yeah.
Rapper best known for his 1995 hit Gangsta's Paradise died of a suspected heart attack, although an official cause is yet to be determined, according to TMZ.
Ugh.
Rest in power, Coolio.
Yeah.
59.
Sad to hear. Hey, he wasn't that old to just die of a heart attack, but
Yeah. It makes me very scared because my heart's going to explode when I'm like 37. So enjoy me while you
your
got me,
liver will
fam.
give out way before then.
My liver is strong.
Not gonna explode. It's not gonna. Your heart's not gonna explode. It's just gonna. You're suddenly just gonna be sitting there, and then it's gonna. Suddenly your heart's gonna be thump, 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 and it's gonna pop out of your chest and say, "Bitch, I'm out." You're like, "What do you mean you're out?" It's like, "I'm out."
Castle said, no, being blacked out sucks. You don't know what you did or said. Hopefully you did that. Okay, that's the next thing I was going to bring up, Julian, which was my experience with blackout, because it's happened to me more than once by a long shot. You don't, the thing that happens to me is I don't try to figure out where I am or where I'm at. What I do is I check social media. The first thing you got to do is make sure you didn't send a really bad text or tweet or weird message. I sent something on Discord where I was just saying thank you to everybody. I sent a text to my friends that I was home, and then I was good. I was like, all right, we're solid. I didn't fuck up terribly. It sounded like you were gonna say something, Scott. Were you?
No, I'm distracted by a video.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like, this professional cyclist. I'm just gonna throw it in your memes section.
Professional cyclist.
He has a very interesting way of overtaking people in the downhill. Like, it seems like the most dangerous thing you can
Did he go down
do.
backwards?
No, he planks.
My boy, wake up and immediately check you didn't piss the bed and that you digitally didn't piss the bed. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'm pretty fine with peeing the bed at my age. Like, all right, well, I haven't done it in a long time.
I have still not done that drunk.
No, if you
and I'm
pee the
happy
bed,
for
though,
that.
you ruin the mattress. Like, the sheets can be washed, but the mattress, it's like,
Look,
it's done for it.
I used to be filthy. You understand something, all right? Just let me live my life.
Used to.
I haven't peed the bed in a long time. I'm pretty good about peeing. Also, I'm not sure how I handle, because I'm pretty sure I pee. You know that thing, you like open the gates and open the dam or whatever. I'm pretty sure that I peed when I was at the bar, but then I don't remember doing it again later that night. I had to.
What you're
Yeah, when you
calling
break the
is
seal.
breaking the seal.
Breaking the seal, yeah.
I broke. I hate when I break the seal. So I hate it when I break the seal, because that means I'm peeing for the next 20 minutes, on and off.
Yeah, I saw.
I still remember Julian taking half an hour to drink a tiny little cup of beer.
I actually hate because I hated that goddamn beer.
Some beers are awful,
It,
but
it was
I
like the
hated that
size.
beer.
It was the size of a shot, and it took
Yeah, it
Julian
wasn't the
about
fact that
30 or
I did
40
that I
minutes
couldn't
to
drink it. I hated it,
finish it.
but I paid for it, so I was gonna. So I just sat there. It's like it was so bad. It tasted awful. I don't know what these people, who these mixology people at Disney are thinking sometimes, but because some of these drinks are just god awful. It's like you think it's gonna be good, but it tastes like garbage. It's like who likes this?
I am told that there is one drink. It's no longer at Disney proper anymore, because it would make people way too wasted. So it's only on the cruise line now. It's called a
What's that?
Singapore Sling.
that sounds
It
racist.
is number 3 London Dry Gin, cherry hearing, Benedictine, fresh pineapple juice, lime juice, and bitters.
I mean, that doesn't sound
bitters.
bad unless they pour
Just
heavy.
bitters.
Yeah, apparently they pour pretty heavily with it.
Oh, well, there you go.
Also,
Also,
holy shit!
gin makes
I
me
just saw this
mean.
whiskey was $62 for a glass.
Yeah, I believe it. Gin makes me mean. I don't like to drink gin because it brings out a side of me I don't like.
I don't know anything. I don't
Why
know much.
specifically
I
gin?
haven't had too much.
I don't know. My body's just really. As is like I use.
Body's
I just know
very
tequila
angry
doesn't
at
touch this
gin.
body anymore.
It's just like gin takes off that filter on me. I'm not sure why.
Like I said, tequila no longer touches this body.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because it's Hispanic.
No, it's because every time I have tequila, I'm going to be sick. It's not an option. I even tried to have tequila again after okay, so it's like all right, so I don't like my sweet tooth is not as strong as it used to be. I can drink more bitter alcohols, but as soon as I put tequila in me, it's like nope, can't do this.
Also,
Body says no.
I do want to apologize for my stream real quick. My lighting is weird. The light bulb for my backlight went out, so I need to go get that fixed. But part of me doesn't want to because I want to keep the lighting spooky, scary for Halloween. But we'll see what happens. So
Skeletons.
I apologize for that. Oh yeah, Trevor's gonna transform for Halloween. I guarantee it.
Oh, good for him.
Who's Trevor?
Them.
Mike Capamon. If you watch my stream, the little guy down here, who you can make dance by typing in the word dance.
I can't pull up the stream.
Oh, they're gonna be. I thought you said transform. I'm like, I thought something completely different.
Yeah, the only device I have that can watch Twitch right now is I'm trying to keep the charge on it in case the power goes out.
Your 3DS.
Yeah, of course.
That'd be funny.
No, damn it.
But no, no, it's my iPad. But it's where I have a bunch of anime downloaded. I have a bunch of YouTube videos downloaded just in case, so I can watch them all offline.
I respect it.
Like I am prepared. I got my 3DS charged though. I did fully charge my 3DS. I fully charged my Switch, so I can have some kind of stuff.
What about your Vita?
I don't even know where that's at right now. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well,
Like I would have charged it if I had known where it was at, but it's probably in the closet right now.
Well,
Probably.
tell it to be proud of who it is.
yeah, tell it needs to get out of there. We're all here
I don't
with
know,
open
man.
arms.
That month is over.
It's never over.
It is Mexican
worry.
Heritage Month. Do it for me because I'm Mexican. Or is wait, yeah. I think it's Latino Heritage Month, but
How do you
I'm
get
Mexican.
2 months? How do y'all get 2 months?
Flash bomb.
Well, you see, it's because Hispanic and then Latino. Like you're either from Latin America or Spain, so it's 2 separate things.
Yeah, there's about
Not
three.
That's why,
separate.
Julian.
It's the same goddamn thing.
First of all, that kind of energy is gonna get you canceled. All right, stop
Are you
yelling at
gonna
me.
say that the Aztecs are fucking Spain,
Yeah.
like Spaniards? They're not.
The Aztecs are different. They're my people.
It's not Mexican Heritage Month.
Dude, you get the shortest month of the year. I don't know what you're complaining about.
That's
Seriously.
the worst part of it.
Yell at him. Yell at him. Yeah, go ahead, yell at him. Yeah, it's like I don't know what. Yeah, you got so much going for you. You have the shortest month of the year, and not a lot. I mean, you just need to really appreciate what you have. All right, I'm glad we all agree.
Cut you, Omni. Cut you dead.
Another thing that I wanted to go over, is the plans for the rest of the year. Do you or LGG have plans for the rest of the year after Halloween?
I know we have our game of the year stuff,
Mm-hmm.
doing that. But beyond that, I don't think we have any like special. Because there's no Christmas themed games. That would be fun.
That I really care about anyway. That aren't like small, stupid shit like fucking Santa Gear Solid or something.
Or Hatoful Boyfriend Holiday Edition.
Or like
do the Die Hard arcade game.
I don't know how to stream that, so
I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure
know what that's
there's
on.
there'll be a ROM or something of it.
Well, I mean, I'd have to.
I don't have
play it.
yeah, but I don't have an arcade emulator.
I don't have plans to do. I don't think I'm gonna do the game of the year run like I did last year. Last year I got like a bunch of games and played a lot of really good games. But I don't think I'm gonna do that again this year. I'm just gonna keep doing streams as normal after Halloween. I may do a couple of long streams where we play like the entire game together, something like that.
Oh, right. The only thing I have planned out this year is playing Pokemon. That's it.
But oh yeah, Pokemon.
Oh yeah, the new Pokemon. We can actually do co-op in it too.
Oh geez, that's gonna be chaos. It's gonna be Scott
Well,
looking for.
We could
well,
do
it depends on
4-player
the-
chaos or
Well,
4-player
it depends
co-op.
on how well Nintendo's internet wants to work that day.
It's gonna be Jock for remembering the wrong move or for forgetting the wrong move. It's gonna be
Jock can't
Scott
play.
looking for shinies. It's gonna be me trying to find the metadata, and it's gonna be Julian trying to come up with names. It's gonna be pure chaos.
Ugh, it's like I'm sitting here for like 30 minutes trying to come up with a name for a
Yeah,
Pokemon.
and I'm just like, how do I get the right IVs? We're all just
It's like, Julie, have you started yet? No, it's been 2 hours and I'm still on the character creation.
we should do a gym. We should really try a gym at some point.
But no. I'm going to this time. I'm going to buy both copies. One I'm going to have for personal stuff, so I can do stuff just before the stream, and then because I know that trying to stream it in the same day it comes out is going to be a nightmare.
Well, it also comes out on like a Friday, so
Exactly. Well, yeah, that's not the only issue. It's just it's like, have you guys seen what's been going on with Splatoon 3? With the
streamed-
connection issue, with like the massive connection issues people have been having.
I didn't know it was
I don't know.
massive. I streamed Splatoon 3 like the day after it came out, and it was okay. When I was in a game, it worked well, but August and I kept getting split out of the party because the connection would drop.
Yeah, that's the during Splatfest. I know a lot of people who are in Splatfest, and they were just having connection issues left and right with random people. Like the servers were full, and people couldn't get. The shit would freak out, and people couldn't get in. It was just a madhouse.
I don't know. I feel like it won't be that too big of an issue because it'll be a little bit more isolated because you're gonna have like instanced areas for just 4 people instead of trying to pull everybody from around the world into a 5-on-5 or 4-on-4. But also it's not just gonna be Nintendo watching those servers. It's Pokemon's and it's Game Freak and it's Nintendo.
right.
So I'm
Kind of
sure-
like how Monster Hunter Rise works perfectly. Well, decently fine.
Yeah.
Because Capcom knows what they're doing.
Yeah, but I mean, you're talking about Game Freak,
Yeah.
not necessarily Nintendo.
I don't know. It could.
Game Freak doesn't
so
get
I mean-
a pass because they're Game Freak.
Yeah, but you haven't seen they have anything yet. So you can't
it's usually
judge as internet works fine for Monster Hunter Rise, and it works.
Yeah, the way that I'm approaching
Fine
it is
for
like
other ones.
if it doesn't work, I'm not gonna be terribly surprised, but I'm gonna assume that it's going to work.
Yeah, like give them the benefit of the doubt because it's not just Nintendo doing it; it's a different company.
So Pokemon
I
will
mean,
be something.
even
that
then,
we'll
the
all
co-op's just gonna be for like stream purposes only. I'm not actually playing co-op anything beyond that.
do. It'll be that. That'll be fun. I'll make sure you do that.
People
Yeah.
hindrance.
A side project that I'm doing though, which if you're in my Discord, you already saw. If you checked, but I reopened the Cyberpunk channel. But it's not just for Cyberpunk like 2077. It's for anything Cyberpunk related, and I decided to do some research on it, and I found like some definitions of the genre and stuff like that, and I made a list of movies and anime and TV shows that are cyberpunk or like cyberpunk adjacent. Some of them leans more toward like noir or techno noir, but they're
That's
all
always what a lot of Cyberpunk stuff is.
yeah. So I I made that list and I'm slowly going through it.
Hey, what's the name of that anime with the dude with the gun for a head?
Chainsaw
Huh.
Man?
No, this dude's got a
Kidding.
gun.
Different anime.
Is it kidding?
Different anime.
Different weapon.
No gun, no life, something like that.
No. No.
No
That's
gun,
not
no gun life, or something like that.
it. Maybe. Yeah, but that's like
It's
a
something
cyberpunk
stupid
anime
like
that I
that.
watched recently. And then there's
What is
Doro Hey.
Yeah, that one's more. I'm not adding that one. That
It's
was
the dude with the. It's the one with the hot lizard dude that puts people that has another being living in his mouth or some shit.
Yeah, no guns life. That's what it's.
okay. Well, the anime that I have listed for my research, because I didn't want to waste time too much on like stuff that's average or was okay. So the stuff that I have listed is Ghost in Shell, Akira, Ergo
Serious?
Proxy, Psychopass, and
Psychopass.
Marduk Scramble.
There
There
is one other one I would recommend. Let me get
Just
the
because like
name of it.
I didn't want straight sci-fi. I wanted specifically cyberpunk.
Watch
and-
Midnight Eye Goku. Just
Midnight.
in general.
Okay, well we'll put
It is
that.
a cyberpunk. It is a cyberpunk themed anime.
So
But
for
it is
the way that I got
so
like
glorious.
the way that I kind of got cyberpunk defined to me, or the way that it is defined in my head, it's characters that have already accepted their place in the world, definite divides in class, so the super rich and the super poor, cybernetic modifications of some kind, and a big emphasis on futurism, which is like the idea that that gap is blurred, or that line is blurred between what makes a person, and a machine. So those kind of themes I really dig.
Yeah.
And all of these are kind of follow through.
So this one, Midnight Eye Goku, is about a dude that gets an eye that like lets him connect to any computer network, period, and stuff like that, and hack into anything in a pure cybernetic world. He was like a cop, stuff like that, that is no longer a cop. Yeah, it's very reminiscent, like this one thing says, of RoboCop.
He's outside the system.
It was a forerunner of the cyberpunk genre in anime.
Midnight Eye Goku.
80s.
All right. Because I
Just
got.
watch the first one though. The second one sucks.
Oh, it's a movie. It's not a TV show.
It's just a movie. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll check it. I added it to the list.
Like an
Here-
hour and a half.
That
There
means
was
there's a
one
lot of lore
other
down there.
one though, because Kojima just recently watched Cyberpunk. There we go.
Kojima
Cyberpunk
was in
Edge Runners?
Cyberpunk 2077 for people that don't know.
Yeah, but he watched the new anime and loved it. So he actually is also on like a Cyberpunk
Kick.
thing.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And
Uh-oh.
Cyber City Oedo 808 was the one he was talking about.
Cyber City. Okay. I'll add that.
Like he actually imported an English copy of it to
So
rewatch it.
in my research again, I think I posted a link to the YouTube video of it in my Cyberpunk Discord, which everybody, you're more than welcome to join the Discord. It's free and we're pretty cool.
It's free? Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Altered
whoa.
Carbon is
Wait,
pretty
I
good.
pay-
Altered Carbon is
I
on the
pay
list, my
$5
boy.
a month.
Yeah, shut up. You keep paying. Just keep doing that. What was I gonna say? I posted it. There's like a documentary that this YouTuber made. It's like 3 parts so far, and I think there's supposed to be 4. So he's working on the last one. But he brought to my attention video games with cyberpunk as a theme, and one of them is basically a bunch of ripoffs of Blade Runner, but it's by Kojima. So Kojima's been doing cyberpunk since
is it
the
Police
80s,
Knots?
something like that. It's
Police
from like
Knots is
it's an
really
adventure
cool.
game from a long
Yeah.
time ago.
It finally came to the U.S. recently, I think.
Yeah. For people that are curious, I haven't added games to the list because that's its whole separate thing. Maybe we'll do that for streams, but who knows? But there's some movies here. Some of them I've already seen, like Dread and RoboCop, but I want to revisit them now that I have Cyberpunk like in a different eye and I'm older and stuff. Strange
I don't know if you
Days,
wanna- I don't know
Minority.
if you want to go back into Judge Dredd.
Not Judge
Oh,
Dread. Hey, baby
Oh.
anus.
What is it called? Fucking, I had the name and then It's Black Lotus, Blade Runner,
Blade Runner. Yeah, Blade Runner. So
Lotus.
let me go through the list. Some of these I've
Okay.
seen. Haven't is that lags? No, I'm actually here on with Julian and Scott of Lazy Gaming Guys.
Yeah.
Lag is taking a day off from. I think he might still be recovering from Saturday. If you want to rewatch his VOD, I talked about how I got crazy drunk on Saturday. So we've been chatting for like an hour now. These are the movies that I'm planning to go through or the movies, TV shows, anime I'm going through for Cyberpunk. Strange Days, Minority Report, Anon, Blade Runner, Dread, Altered Carbon, Johnny Mnemonic, RoboCop, Ghost in Shell, Akira, Terminator, Dark City, Upgrade, Extend, Cypher, Love, Death, and Robots, Ergo Proxy, Sleep Dealer, which I'm really interested in Sleep Dealer, Brazil, Avalon, Virtuosity, Marnock Scramble, Psychopaths, Total Recall, and now I've added Midnight Night Goku and Cyber City to the mix. So,
I
hear that
still
Blade
waiting on
Runner
those news
Black
from that night.
Lotus is also really good though.
I don't. There's too many to choose from. Lag also said he's still recovering. What did you say, Scott?
Yeah. Blade Runner Black Lotus I hear is really good too. It's
I'm
the anime for Blade Runner.
Yeah, I didn't put the new Blade Runner because I saw it like maybe like when the year it came out I saw it, so I'll rewatch that some point after all this. But these are the ones that I want to get out of the way. I did too. I liked it a lot. Recently in the last couple of days while I was at work, while I was free and definitely not at work, I watched Johnny Mnemonic and Anon. Anon was definitely more noir, very much more tech noir. I put all my full thoughts in the Discord if anybody's curious. I do recommend it. It's a cool little watch, if not a little slow. Like it's very, very dull. Not dull, mellow. It's a very mellow movie.
Not speaking its praises.
Yeah, it's a very mellow movie.
Fucking boring. But
it's a good mystery. It's a good detective. Like if you it's as if it's the same thing I said about the Jack Ryan series on Amazon. It's like a novel come to life. So if you enjoy reading those kinds of novels that are just like one-shot story adventure things, you'll enjoy Anon. It establishes its rules really easily. It follows through with them. It doesn't deviate and tells you a good story.
Do you consider iRobot a cyberpunk movie?
No, I think that one leans more towards
just general sci-fi.
I'm not in the trenches enough to say what kind of
well,
movie
that's why
that is.
Whether it goes for your definition, like, would you consider that one?
I don't know. It's hard to say. That's actually a really good question. I don't know, because before I started looking into it, I never would have expected Final Fantasy VII to be cyberpunk, but Final Fantasy VII is cyberpunk.
Technically for the first.
It's a loose cyberpunk.
Because if you look at materia as body modification rather than just magic, it is a divide between the super rich and the super poor. Corporations taking over everything. They're ruining the planet. Group of people that have kind of accepted what they are, but they're still trying to fight back. Body modification in the form of materia. It's very much cyberpunk. Which
I don't know if I'd consider materia though body modification, considering you can freely change it around. You're not really like doing any surgery to you. You can fully remove it and have zero in your body.
The way
whereas when you install like Kong arms, you have metal arms now. Your original organic arms are gone. Period. Like they are gone.
They're all kind of fake, right? So you can make whatever rules you want. So if you, instead of doing materia or those gorilla arms, what if you had a robot hand that shot ice, and you just have to remove your hand, put another hand, now it shoots fire. Like, that still fits within the rules, but just change it to materia.
That's technically how Barrett's weapons work. That's how it is.
That's true.
Weapon that actually takes it.
He literally has body modification.
Yeah.
It's like he has a weapon that literally you could just go.
I mean, by that logic, Trigun.
It might be.
Although to be fair, I consider Trigun more Western. Punk.
Yeah, it's more it's more steampunk, I think.
It's not steampunk.
You don't think so? I thought.
Maybe
I'm remembering it wrong.
Apparently, there is also the term weapon punk. Or Western punk is what I've learned. Where it's cyberpunk, but just in a Western setting. But it's not steampunk either, because they're not using steam and all that. It's actual full-on advanced technology, just in a Wild West setting instead of a city setting.
I'm gonna list a couple of these just to sort of get to what you're speaking at. When I was doing my research on Cyberpunk to sort of get a better understanding of it, I found derivatives, and there's a Wikipedia article you can find the Cyberpunk derivatives. But there's stuff like biopunk, nanopunk, post cyberpunk, clockpunk, decopunk, steelpunk, robocop punk, stone punk. There's all kinds of different ways, and because it's genre definition, right? Like it doesn't have to exactly fit into an exact mold.
Yeah,
You
it's,
sort of
all exactly like RoboCop.
you have to be more malleable. So Final Fantasy VII could be cyberpunk if you look at it from a certain way. It could also not be. It could be, you could, because there isn't like traditional magic like spells or a book like a what are those books of spells called? Not a codex, something.
They
But anyway,
literally just in old Final Fantasy games, it's literally just spell books.
Yeah, spell books.
Yeah,
magic wands.
You just buy a book,
and then
you just buy a magic book, and suddenly
Final Fantasy VIII, you just pull it out of the air at certain wells.
Yeah, you just like absorb their essence into
and then you
you,
can just throw it into weapons and armor and your health, like even just concepts, like metaphysical concepts, like your HP.
So 7 fits more into Cyberpunk in my opinion because of the materia, but in 8, because I shit on it a lot, but I'm willing to like meet it on its own terms. When you suck the spells out, were you given like a box to hold the spells, or do you just like absorb them into your body? Okay, so that is more magical than it is technological. So it's less cyberpunk in that one.
No, because technically in 8 you need a GF or a summon to even do it. So
yeah, but you're absorbing it.
But you have the summon junction. But
you're basically you're implanted with a summon in order to be able to absorb the magic, but the magic is going into your body because you were implanted with a summon.
Yeah, it isn't a piece of cyberware that holds the original summon or that you can upgrade to hold more summons. It's just that you defeated the summon, so now it listens to you, right?
No, it becomes a part of you.
Okay, so it's you. So yeah, it's more like by absorb. Like I'm sure there's derivative genres, but it's not going to be cyberpunk.
I would say that it's some kind of derivative of a cyberpunk type of thing because it's similar in a lot of ways, but different in some ways.
Yeah,
I feel like
again, just like Western punk is, I would consider something like a derivative because it's like it's all the trappings of cyberpunk, except instead of a city, you're in the Wild West.
Yeah,
and that's literally it's the same concepts, just you're in the West and not in a city.
Which is why I kind of hold to the things that I found that make, because I'm not right. I don't think I'm wrong, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm right. But the things, class separation, super poor, corporations, body modification.
Like there's no real necessarily right or wrong in most cases. Not all cases. Like, I mean, there's some big things, but in this situation, it's like, everyone has different interpretations of what they would consider cyberpunk. Like, because some people, like RoboCop, wouldn't be fully considered cyberpunk,
and some people would consider it. But
exactly, and same with like Judge Dredd or something like that.
Judge Dredd is super cyberpunk. Like,
I really don't consider RoboCop.
I don't remember that being super cyberpunk. I haven't seen it since like the 80s.
I meant Judge Dredd the comic, not the Sylvester Stallone one.
Okay, yeah.
And to sort of speak to that point where it's like harder to find a genre, and if you think too much about it, you'll kind of blow your mind. I'm a little glad Jock isn't here because I'm about to open a can of worms that we're going to close immediately. I wanted that to be clear. Is Marvel vs. Capcom an anime fighter? I don't want to start that fight. I don't want to bring up that, but that's another thing where genre definitions have to be looser.
First two are.
God damn it, Julian.
What?
Chill. Just chill, right?
I mean, I'm not arguing. I just said the first two were.
Anyway, so yeah. I've really been into the cyberpunk genre. I'm planning on watching all of these. I want to get into all of them, some more than others. Anon was less cyberpunk. Johnny Mnemonic was incredibly cyberpunk. Monowire, corporations, black market deals is super cyberpunk.
When you get to Ghost in the Shell, that's also going to be really cyberpunk.
Yeah, the ones that
was one of my first like cyberpunk series I ever watched. Are you watching the movies or also the series for Ghost in the Shell?
I'll have to buy the first movie, the original one, but I'm also going to watch the Netflix shows. I saw the Scarlett
Well,
Johansson
there's
one. I was
also
fine with it, but
the
it's pretty
second
boring.
movie, and then the TV series, the actual anime that's like 50-something episodes.
For a lot of
the Adult Swim played to death.
for a lot of these, I don't want to dive too deep into one franchise because RoboCop itself has like 4 movies, and I'm not gonna watch all 4 of them.
I would at least watch both of the movies for Ghost in the Shell.
So
because I think they are both really good on their own, like as standalone movies.
I'm gonna watch the first one at least just to see how I stand, and then we'll go into other stuff. The one that I'm really interested as a Latino, I really want to get into Sleep Dealer because that one I had no idea about. It's the future. It's Mexico. There's this guy who like sells. They're essentially like BDs or virtual like experiences, but they're just like dreams. And he sort of runs into the wrong crowd, and he gets involved in a bigger thing with these corporations. So like, I'm really curious to see how that looks like from the perspective of like immigrants and Mexicans and things like that. So I'm curious about that one. Also really want to see Marduk Scramble, which is like an anime movie, apparently a series of anime movies about this girl who's killed, or this woman who's killed, and she gets picked up altered cyber with cyberware like RoboCop, and she's hired to like go after the people that originally killed her. So it's very RoboCop inspired.
I've heard of that anime, but never heard about like what it was.
Good. Okay, so Lag's seen Sleep Dealer. He's very excited about that. So that's on the list. I'll be adding that in thoughts in my Discord. And Blade Runner. I've never seen Blade Runner, so I need to watch. I've never seen the original Blade Runner. I need to watch that. And I'll get to it.
Sacrilege.
I mean, I've never seen it either.
I expect that from you.
I've seen bits and pieces of it, but
I was never too much into sci-fi. Now I've dived deep into Cyberpunk, so that's what we're gonna be doing. Man, there's a lot to go through though.
Movie. Well, at least you'll, as long as you see that instead of Total Recall.
I mean, he could still watch.
I have Total Recall on the list. I've seen the remake. I haven't seen the. Well, I saw the original, but I saw it on TV, so I don't know.
Oh, that's not.
It was when I was a kid.
It's not watching a TV version.
Let's be real. It's Total Recall. It doesn't matter. It's just, oh no, you can't see the boobs.
Well,
that's the
that
only
matters.
difference.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting to watch.
Thank you for making the case.
I'm really happy I saw Johnny Mnemonic. I really thought for sure it was like camp, or maybe not a full farce, but I thought it was going to be more tongue-in-cheek, and they're very much like, this is a serious movie that we're all taking seriously. We're going to do the best that we can, and it's really good up until that third act. But if you have a chance to watch Johnny Mnemonic, it's on Netflix. That's where I watched it, but it's probably free other places. And you're into Cyberpunk, I would watch it. Yeah.
How it's like someone telling me that some post-apocalyptic movies can be considered cyberpunk, and I was arguing that was false.
No, they're more Mad Max style.
That's what I said. It's like post-apocalyptic movies don't fit what you're talking about.
I think a big part that's missing in a lot of post-apocalyptic stuff is the corporate part of it, because a lot of it is.
Well, yeah, because they're all gone.
Because a lot of it is punk derivative. So to be punk, you kind of have to fight the system, and if there isn't a system to fight, it kind of loses that purpose. And again, to that genre talk, that doesn't mean it can't be, but it feels a little bit more difficult to do that.
Because in those things, it's anarchy. Then it's anarchy, not a fucking like. It's not civilized. That's what I was arguing with him. It's like, because in Cyberpunk there's a civilization that clearly has part of it that's kind of crumbling because it's underneath. It's like technically the Mario Brothers movie is.
I mean, yeah, I want that, but
yeah,
look at it. It is.
I want to address something that My Boy said in my chat, which is Tank Girl is more cyberpunk than others. I did consider adding Tank Girl and a couple of other movies to the list, and I say this with all due respect. Because my list is so long, I only really wanted to add stuff that was definitely going to be able to stand alone as a movie, and I haven't heard that Tank Girl and a couple of others are like solid movies in and of themselves, so it's not on the list. If you want to say that it's a good movie, I'll add it to the list, but I wanted to keep it like 8 and above, if that makes sense. I think I saw it once on TV a long time ago, But Tank Girl
I
is very cyberpunk. I just don't know
I
if it's a
can't wait
great
until you
movie.
get to Midnight Goku. There's a scene in that anime movie that lives rent free in my mind for the rest of my life
I need to find out where I'm gonna
because of
watch
how
that.
absurd it is. Midnight Goku is available on Crunchyroll or Verve.
Fucking Tank Girl.
I would have to. I would have to try to sign up for Verve because Crunchyroll doesn't work for me anymore. Unless
Why?
I remember my whole. So for people, I apparently this happened to other people as well. But anytime I try to go to sign up for Crunchyroll, and I type in my credit card info, it's like something went wrong. Please try again or call this number, and then I'll try another card, and I'll wait. And I've done it like months
Huh.
apart, and it's like, well, I guess the only way to do this is to call them. And I have a lot of social anxiety, so I don't
Oh
want to
yeah,
get on the phone. So I'm just like, fuck it.
you
Just
can't call them
Tank
anyway,
Girl.
really.
I'm just not gonna have them. So too bad.
Yeah, try Verve.
So we'll do it that way. Did not to go too off topic because tangents are fun. Didn't Funimation get absorbed into Crunchyroll?
Yes.
Can I watch all of Dragon Ball on
No.
Crunchyroll yet, or are they gonna
Well,
keep it separate?
it's trickling in, is what they're doing. Like the stuff is coming over to Crunchyroll slowly. But I also hate what they're doing with some of this crap because they're not just like, oh, here you go, it's over on Crunchyroll now. It's, oh, we're gonna release it one episode at a time weekly, as if it's a completely new series, and it's like, this is stupid. Like, if I want to watch Trigun, why am I watching it one episode a week? And when on Funimation, I can just watch the whole thing still.
Fair.
So they're doing that kind of crap, and I'm like, just pop it over. Just be like, here's the whole series, done.
Or just
but
get
it's
Funimation and it's there already, right?
yeah, because Funimation, like, so the Funimation app's still up and running. It's just a matter of like, yeah, some of the stuff is available on Crunchyroll right now. Others aren't.
Oh.
I think Dragon Ball Z just finally got on Crunchyroll.
I guess I'm gonna watch some
But-
anime tonight.
Dynasty.
Not to interrupt you too much, but My Boy sent
Yeah.
me a little gift for some Crunchyroll.
Oh,
so
nice.
I guess I'll watch
Yeah,
some
if
of
I
it.
still had my Crunchyroll subscription, I would send you one of the free like month or whatever that I get. But I don't have my Crunchyroll subscription anymore, so
It's fine. I'll hop on for a little bit, watch a couple, and then I'll watch
watch
a couple.
Midnight Goku.
What I want to do is find all the worst series and just ruin My Boy's recommendation. Is that how Crunchyroll works? Do you get recommendations or some shit? I probably won't matter.
You don't get recommendations, but you can just spam his watch list.
Oh, okay, yeah. That'd be
Like, just
fun.
start adding everything to the
All-
watch list.
I'm gonna add all the filler from Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece. That's all I'm gonna add on there.
Well, no, you can just add a bunch of anime, like the anime series, and then you can like start a bunch of episodes to add to like its history and stuff.
Just be real toxic. Thanks. But Midnight Goku you said is on there. The other anime I had on there was Psychopass, Marnock Scramble, Ergo Proxy,
Psychopass, I think, is still on there. Here, let me pull out my iPad.
Akira, and Ghost in Shell. That's what I watch as I go to sleep. Jokes on
I
who my
will.
voice said. That's okay. Fair enough. Yeah. So whatever Cyberpunk I can find on Crunchyroll, I'll probably check out. I'll probably watch one or two tonight.
So let
after
me
stream.
check. Yep, and Goku is still on here. Perfect. They have both, but the second one sucks.
Where are the pillars?
I might be able to find some of these on like Amazon Prime. Maybe we can do like a watch party for a Cyberpunk movie or something.
Looks like Ghost in
I
the
think-
Shell
I
is
think Twitch
not
just lets do
on
that.
here.
I think I saw that it was I could rent it on YouTube for like $2,
Okay,
$3.
What were some of Psychopass?
Psychopass, Marnock Scramble, and
Did I get it? Fuck.
Ghost in Shell and Akira.
Let's see. There's Psychopass Centers of the System.
For people in chat, is there any like sci-fi or cyberpunk or things like that you recommend? Because I've got like,
Yeah, it looks like they only
Pretty
have
solid
the
list here.
Psychopass Centers in the System,
I recommend your mom.
which
Okay.
is just a trio of stories based on characters in Psychopass. So no.
okay, so I'll have to find Psychopass at some point.
What was the other one?
Isn't there two
Akira?
Isn't there two
I'm pretty sure
psychopasses?
Akira is not on here.
Yeah, I doubt
Yeah,
it.
no, Akira's not on here.
Scott, isn't there two psychopasses?
There's apparently more.
Like two, like Psychopass had a second had like one where it's like where essentially it's like the same story, but they changed like the animation or some shit.
I have no idea. I didn't
Like,
watch Psychopaths.
I feel like there's one where it's like they changed it fucking Persona 4 Golden style. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Can't top of my brain.
Like, truthfully, I have no clue.
Well, I can at least get that Midnight Goku out of the way, and then I'll find ways to get the other ones. Because there's a lot of stuff that on this list that I have available to me before I have to start like spending money or going to was it pirate sites?
Yeah.
I've asked you, but ye hardies, I'm gonna fucking steal some stuff. I stole some stuff from that bar already, so I'm not too worried about this.
God.
Good lord, man.
And some of it I might like. I'll probably buy Blade Runner. I'll probably buy Ghost in Shell. It's
Liar.
fine.
Liar.
I mean, Ghost in the Shell's not super expensive anyway.
You got a taste for thievery. I don't think you can go back anymore.
Oh, well, there you go. You want Ghost in the Shell? It's you can buy it for $5 on Prime right now.
Yeah,
It's on
I
sale.
figured. Prime or YouTube? I'll check it.
Yeah, you can rent it for $2 or buy it for $5.
Yeah. That'll be. I think the next movie,
God,
the one that I was gonna watch was gonna be Love, Death, and Robots, because apparently if nobody's familiar with that, it's a Netflix series that is vignettes, sort of like the Animatrix or that Star Wars one. So it's like 5 to 20 minutes, and they're all in different animation styles, but they're mostly like cyberpunk in heart, but they're either about love, death, robots, or all three combined in some way. So I was gonna do that.
I love those kinds of things, like the Animatrix, the
Armitage the Third,
Halo one.
Lag suggested Armitage 3. Love, Death, and Robots is a good watch from my boy. Yeah, there was a Halo anthology series.
Halo Legends, I think it was called.
Yes, there was. It was on.
It's really good.
It was on Netflix. I think they ended up putting it on Netflix as well at one point.
I need that stupid co-op mode to drop so we can finally play Halo.
They I think already.
They were gonna do a beta in July, and then it got delayed
That's right.
again.
Canceled the split screen co-op officially. Like it is officially dead.
Oh, that's sad. Armitage 3. What's
Halo
Armitage
Legend.
3 lag? But yeah, that was gonna be it. I'll probably watch the Midnight like whatever I can find on Crunchyroll first.
Hell yeah. Watch some random anime as well.
I'm not gonna do that. It's random.
No, like just find some stuff that sounds cool. Speaking of anime, super excited for the new Lupin the Third versus Cat's Eye movie. Because holy shit, I never expected that.
Pure anime cyberpunk. Alright.
Most people don't even know what Cat's Eye is in the West, but but I'm super excited for that. I really hope we get that movie in the West.
Lupin the Lupin because
so
should I even say this? Am I gonna regret saying this?
He's gonna see. Julian thinks Lupin is mid confirmed. Fight.
So sad.
No, he's not mid. He's not mid at all. I like Lupin. The
character or
yes, I like it. Oh, I like it.
You think he's hot? Is that what you're trying to say? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Fine, fair.
Yes.
I'm surprised you went for Lupin and not Jigen, to be honest.
Julian, my voice.
Also, him and Zenigata are a couple, and my brain cannot fucking undo that.
There's a delay in it, and before we got to the point that you liked Lupin, my boy typed in Julian wants to eat Lupin's ass. Like he called it. He saw it happening. I wanted to address something really quick.
That's not fair. He's gay. He knows.
Because I wanted to address something quick because Lag recommended Armitage. When I was doing my research for Cyberpunk, there were a bunch of lists that were just Cyberpunk anime, and I wanted to put those to the side. The ones that I have on my list are ones that either I was really curious about or like are kind of classics, like Ghost in the Shell and Akira. So I'm not gonna dive too deep into Cyberpunk anime yet. I'm gonna get a bunch of these movies out of the way, like these Western movies, and then I'm gonna sort of like dedicate some like real hard time to just like Bubblegum Crisis and all these other like
God,
Cyberpunk
Bubblegum
stuff.
Crisis, where they fight the boomers.
Jesus
This
Christ.
boomers is just the poor version of corporations, man.
I know, but it's funny that it ends up being the boomers.
So
I'm just like, oh my god.
I will dedicate more time to anime, but it'll be down the road a little bit once I have a better idea of Cyberpunk and what I do or don't like.
He's a bitch.
That being the case, Scott, are you going to at any point dive back into 2077 since you have it on PS5?
I do plan to, like, especially after the Edge Runners update and stuff, but there's, like, this year is so busy for games, and next year's shaping up to be so busy for games.
A lot of
Thanks,
RPGs.
Nintendo.
A lot of RPGs.
Yeah. Like, I
Okay.
still have to finish SD Gundam Battle Alliance. Like, I'm maybe a quarter of the way through that. I still haven't even touched SMT Soul Hackers 2. Like, that's sitting on my shelf, or like on my PS5. I still have to finish Digimon Survive.
And
I'm
that's a
about a quarter of a way through that.
that's a
I
fucking
still
visual
have
novel,
to
so it's gonna
finish
take you a while.
Ghostwire Tokyo because I'm still in the final chapter of that. And then God of War comes out next
Sorry, my
month.
boy.
Well, sorry, not next month. November. And then Pokemon also comes out in November. So I mean, there's just so much stuff. But yes, Cyberpunk 2077. I am really curious to get back into. I never fully fell off of it. I would just pop it in occasionally, play for an hour or two, and then stop.
It's a
Like,
lot
wasn't
more
I-
stable.
Yeah.
Since I decided to
I
put
never
all
ran into any major issues.
since I put more time into it, which we're gonna play more of it tonight. I have two options, more depending on what people want to see. Either I'll do some endings on very hard with my main character, which is Blades and Tech, or I'll continue building a new character on very hard, which is a Netrunner character that I put together. So the Blade Tech one is really cool. There are some endings I haven't unlocked, so maybe we'll try some of that, but it depends on what people want to see. But I was gonna say there's so much content in that game. When you finally do deep dive into that and start doing all the side missions and stuff, there's a lot of content in that game. It's outrageous.
I can believe that. That's part of why I'm like, hey, I don't really want to pop back fully into this right now.
Very little to
so
do
much.
in Endgame. Once you've like knocked out all the gigs and side quests and stuff, like there's not really. That's probably the why I've made new characters, because I really want to keep living in that world and be in that system. But until that expansion comes out, there's not gonna be a whole lot to do if you get to the end, like the very very end. And that
reminds
means,
me.
well,
Need to buy a game right now.
my boy, do you remember when one of the last times I was streaming Cyberpunk, we were just wandering around Pacifica and we came across that long stretch, and there was like a truck with a bunch of bodies next to it, and I was trying to figure out what it was trying to be. I figured it out. Like somebody pointed it out to me in one of the videos that I saw. In Pacifica, there's all these pipes, and there's a long stretch in between two of the sets of pipes, and midway through there's just a truck that's blown up with a man with very short hair dead and a bunch of women dead. And if you search the bodies, one of them is there's a woman there who's bald, and her name is Max Fury, something like that. And it's a reference to Mad Max Fury Road. In that world, Mad Max and the girls like crashed and died, and they were trying to escape. And the little thing, the little lore thing that you read is them talking about escaping from like the whatever group they were trying from. It was a Mad Max reference, just out there in the middle of Pacifica for no reason.
Makes sense.
There, and I keep every now and then like I'll wander and just find something like that. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. There's a ton of content there.
See. What songs does this add? It's the Day Doraemon no Uta?
That's Doraemon's song. Or Doraemon
Yeah.
sings.
Rewrite, Bluebird, and Jojo Sonachi no Sadame.
Ho 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 ho. It sounds like Java speak when you say it that slow.
I didn't intend for that, but it sounds entertaining that I did it by accident.
Yeah, that's why I went oh.
Fanta Poodoo.
Yeah, I just downloaded the new Taiko no Tatsujin.
Yeah, it's Java Daijobu desu ka? Oh. Itai demo kimochi. Oh.
Oh, fuck.
God.
Okay, what's wrong with you?
There's also a game on the Switch where it's called Fing Gun, and you use your fingers and gun, like as a gun to fire and shoot things in order to, like, you know, make chicks naked and stuff like that.
Makes sense. Sounds about right. The other game that you reminded me, when is Wizard? Remember that 4-player roguelite that was supposed to come out? That was like Wizard Fight or something, where there's just like wizard with magic guns.
I have not heard anything more about that.
Yeah, I missed that game. Like, that game has had no news. I can't believe Cult of Lamb got announced and then
he was here and he's gone now.
Yeah, I can't believe Cult of Lamb got announced, released, and succeeded tremendously before Wizard Fight got released. Like, that's crazy to me.
I need
I
need more space on my Switch.
What was here and then he left.
Oh, he needs to hop back. What can I delete off my Switch?
Anything except Monster Hunter Rise, because that's
already gone.
God damn it!
I don't even own the game anymore.
Oh,
I traded that in a long time back.
Oh yeah, because you know, like
I
the Switch one.
Elves.
I'm still waiting for Deep
Elves
Down.
Fantasy Hentai
I got you
Puzzle.
Deep Down right here.
I don't want to get rid of Elves Fantasy Hentai Puzzle.
Feel better?
Of course not. Of course not. Do you have that furry feet game they played on Game Grumps?
I'm not into feet. Not you.
First of all, I'm into Tifa's feet. There's a very specific difference.
Is
All
it?
right. Second of all, I don't need your judgment.
Is it specific? Is it make it that different?
So, don't judge me, you Lupin shipper. All right.
Yeah, toes are different than toe beans.
Hey, who my boys here?
Toe beans, they're okay, but I'm not into them in that way.
For
Like I'll poke a toe bean, but I'm not looking to get molested by it.
Yeah, exactly. You're not trying to suckle on toe beans. Like, there's a difference.
Yeah, for people that are curious, like there is a game on Switch. I don't remember what it's called. Game Grumps played it. It's just pictures of furry people, and they throw their feet in the air at you, and like you answer questions, I think, or you do puzzles. Either puzzle pieces or like trivia. I can't remember. And if you get them right, it like reveals their feet.
Sometimes I like to scroll through the discount on the Switch site, and sometimes when you get real down into it, you'll get like sexy lady mahjong, sexy lady puzzle solving picture.
Hey, I have those. Like, I have the mahjong ones.
I've been really curious because they're like a whole $2, and I'm like, what happens when I finish mahjong? Do I get the sexy lady?
What was there was one that just released. It was, let me pull up the actual name so that I don't get this wrong.
I'm not interested until they release Sexy Lady Picross. When there's Sexy Lady Picross, I'll be there day one.
If there's Sexy Lady Picross,
I was like, there's Sexy Lady puzzle picture solving.
That's different.
That's one I've seen for sure.
That's different. It has to be Picross, specifically Picross.
Okay.
There we go.
Because it's not. Because if all it took for me to spend the money was Sexy Lady, I'd have a bunch of shit on my Switch.
Yeah, the new one that came out was Otoko Cross Pretty Boys Mahjong Solitaire.
Those are words.
When you said Otoko Cross, I was about to regret what I said, but then you said it was a Mahjong game, so I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Mahjong. It's Mahjong Solitaire, to be specific.
What's that supposed to mean, Nani?
Huh?
Well, it means he was about to buy it.
I was about to spend my hard-earned American dollars on Otoko Sexy Passion Boys Picross, yeah. Which is also why I'm buying Persona. Oh, that's another game I have to play on stream, is Persona, when it releases on Switch. Whatever is on Switch is what I'm going to buy, yeah.
Wait, Persona 5?
Yeah, it's releasing on Switch, and I've been talking for years. I was like, put Persona on Switch.
Well,
I'll buy
Persona
it on
5
Switch.
Royal, yeah,
And now they're gonna
which is
do
the
it.
good version of Persona
Okay.
5.
So that's what I'll
God,
be
that's
doing.
like a whole 100-hour ass game.
Look, I don't know how
Mhm.
much I'm gonna be able to complete it, but I'm gonna buy it and stream it.
Okay.
Okay.
Enjoy it on your off time, that's for sure.
Well, that's why I
I don't
always said
know.
it should be on Switch, so you can like move
mean,
in, carry,
you
and
say
all that
s-
stuff.
Yeah.
You say 100-hour game. I platinum trophied that in like 70, so
Yeah, but you're a
Wait, what were you-
monster,
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
you're
was like, what
insane.
were you-
and you platinumed
Yeah,
it on
what
like
were
your
you
third or fourth
doing?
run. That wasn't your first time
Also,
playing.
you're a
that was my
also,
first
you're-
time actually beating it. I
That's
got to the
horrible.
third gun.
You
I
used
got
the
to the third
guide.
dungeon
Yeah,
the
dude,
Also,
use the
first
Scott, we're
guide.
Persona veterans.
No,
We know what we're
the
doing.
platinum trophy's just
Talking
very.
to every
Hey,
NPC
Alex is
of
here. Alex
Persona
is sub
game?
for 15 months, currently on 2 month
Hmm?
streak. Thank you, Alex.
What'd you
I
say?
love just talking to every NPC after every single thing happens in every Persona
Oh, see,
game. It's just
No,
fun.
I talk to like all my party characters and stuff, and I do the little dates.
No,
I max out all the
I'll just talk to
relationships.
like OG-san that's like working in the fucking sake shop you can't even enter, and I'm like, hey, what's going on now? I did something. What's up? How are you and your wife?
Look,
Let me know what's
I
happening.
know that you can bang your teacher, and I'm looking for that fucking terrible
No,
tragedy. So that's the road I'm
there
going.
was-
so predatory. It's
Ready to
go.
so
Let's
funny
do
it.
bad
There was a
vibes.
meme I
That's
saw
the
recently.
only appropriate relationship to have in that game. That's what
Yeah,
we're gonna be
there was
going
a meme
for.
I
not,
saw
it's
recently where it was just
No.
like,
It's true love.
this
true,
one
innocent,
teacher's
perfect
banging
love.
his students. Let's take him down. And then it's like immediately after, hey, who needs their teach ussy 8?
Fucking seriously, it's wrong.
Teach us, see. Okay.
Fucking, if you want to bang an older woman, bang the goddamn doctor woman.
Yeah, bang the
Jesus.
teacher.
No,
Oh
they're
yeah, can you
in
bang the
Well,
doctor?
hey,
Japan,
hey,
so it'd be a
listen.
senseless-
First of all,
Listen,
if Scott's gonna
both
bang an older
the doctor
woman,
lady and the teacher can get the business.
all right, yeah, it's fair. Scott's a man of culture.
Okay.
Also, but
Yeah,
Scott's a
the,
filthy
the
degenerate.
doctor, the
Scott
doctor
can-
could definitely get it. She speaks like 4 words to me, and I'm like, damn, is that some pre?
Scott can be both a degenerate and a scholar because speaking of older women, he'd also go down on Graham Youster. So
Yeah, I mean, you aren't wrong there.
yeah, he can
like,
be both.
in any way, shape, or form.
He can be both. For people that don't know who the Graham Youster is,
No.
she's the
She's the
cat.
lovable,
She's the cat who
hot
cooks for you
as
in Monster
fuck
Hunter Iceborne.
Character that cooks for you.
She's the Graham Youster.
I mean, like, damn, have you seen her?
I have.
Like, how can you tell me you wouldn't? fuck
Degenerate.
that?
Degeneracy.
Degeneracy. Degeneracy everywhere.
What? This is just a matryoshka I'm looking at.
Yeah. Matrusy is what he wants.
There are layers.
Okay,
Deplorable.
why
Yeah,
are you not?
exactly.
Why are you not downloading? Fucking.
He's
Like,
downloading.
how much space do you? I've deleted 3 games off my Switch.
He's oh, I thought you were downloading more
How much?
Graham Youster 30 Rule 34.
No,
Art.
no,
Art.
not doing any of that.
I use the
today.
word very loosely. Art.
So I bought what is it? The new Taiko no Tatsujin Rhythm Festival, but
I saw
I
somebody
have
on
to clear up
TikTok
enough
play the new
space.
Cyberpunk songs on Taijutsu no Jutsu Drum Master, whatever that game's called.
Taiko no Tatsujin.
Taiko no Tatsujin.
Like, no, that's easy.
All right.
You can tell
Oh,
Scott, you can tell Scott's played it a lot because he can actually say it.
I own every single one of them that's come to the U.S. and some of the ones that have come to only Japan.
I keep wanting to segue into playing a game for stream, but then I keep getting
Just do it.
distracted. Uma boy, did you watch Edge Runners or did you disappoint me?
Okay, no, so I watched all but the last 2 episodes.
Oh.
But I'm
So,
finished
disappointed
later,
you.
and I'm still very excited to finish it up.
Is it? Do you like it?
Oh, absolutely. It's fantastic.
So good, right?
The only thing, so I watched it while my parents were on vacation, and then they came back, and then my dad was upset that I was watching it, so now I have to wait until they're asleep to watch episodes.
Like I
So I'm
already
gonna-
knew.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
the-
So
the
I'm
show
gonna
watch
be,
it.
I'm gonna be watching it soon.
Man,
Excited.
the Falco does almost nothing until the last episode, and then he very
Also,
quickly
don't
became
spoil
my
anything
favorite
for me, 'cause
character.
I do want to watch that series.
Oh,
I just don't.
I have Netflix.
I
know.
don't. Yeah. I don't like
I'm also
Netflix,
very
so I wanna
happy that
just buy
they
it.
used, like, a very sexual, a very gay Franz Ferdinand song, I was like, oh hell yeah, I'm so into this.
The music is pretty solid. I like it a lot. I like the soundtrack more than I like the score, but it's really good. The the la I can't believe it's the last two episodes you haven't seen because it's a very good ending. You're gonna
The only reason I didn't finish it was because on that third to last episode, I got very upset with the main character.
oh yeah
I got so mad at him. I was just like, "What the fuck? What
when
the fuck are you doing?"
No more.
And then and then I drank, and then I went to bed, and then my parents came home, and I was like, I should have finished, but instead I was a salty little bitch.
yeah, for anybody that's curious, the Edge Runner series is really good. Those characters have
Oh.
very high highs and very
Ah.
high lows, but
God damn it.
in the end, oof, man, you're gonna be destroyed.
No, I'm expecting it because it's already been pretty brutal and very good emotionally, and I'm like,
In the good way?
I'm gonna get destroyed. I'm
Oh
gonna get
Destroyed in the good
absolutely
way?
no,
wrecked.
like
No, like,
you'll
I'm gonna
be
ugly cry.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you'll-
ugly cry.
you will that you'll never some of the music again, no spoilers, but some of the music you'll never be able to listen to again. Like it's so good. I love it.
I want to be destroyed in the good way.
I would love it when Scott gets a chance to watch it. I would love to rewatch it and discuss things with Scott because there's a lot to go over, like thematically.
I have
and
seen everyone
Oh,
going after
yeah.
that one chick that has dick written on her leg.
dick written on her leg. Who's the? There's Rebecca.
She holds
there's
like a
Licia,
gun
and
up to the main
Kiwi.
character.
Is it the
like-
lolly?
Yeah,
Oh, Rebecca. Yeah,
There's-
everybody loves
Yeah.
Rebecca. I don't. She's not
everyone.
mine.
Like I've been seeing fan art of her like all over Twitter.
You know
She
how
has what written on her leg?
You know how
Dick.
in the anime circles everybody loves the best friend who never gets with the main character. She's that to them.
Yeah.
But she's not in the anime. She's not the best friend. She's
No.
very crazy. But there's
Mhm.
her, Lisa, and Kiwi are the main women, and they all have wonderful arcs. Like they're very good in that show.
Arcs. Yes.
Arcs, yeah.
Arcs.
I was just gonna say because of Falco. Falco does very little through most of the series until the final episode, in which case he made me want to be a nomad in the tabletop game. Like he inspired me to want to be a driver. It's so cool everything that he does in that last episode.
Why is it not aiming at the piece in front of me?
Now I'm
I want you
excited.
to aim at the
Okay.
piece in front of me.
But yeah, Edge Runners is good. Watch Edge Runners if you have Netflix, or wait, because I'm sure it'll go on sale on like Amazon or something where you could buy it.
I'm hoping that they just release a physical Blu-ray and I can just buy that.
Yeah. If they do, I'll probably
That
buy
would
one
be
with you. I don't even have a Blu-ray player except for my PS5.
Hey, you
but
do?
can I?
Yeah,
can
it's
I-
like you have a
Can I
place,
can I
you
rant
have a
can I rant a little
PS5.
bit? I want to rant a little bit because
Yeah,
this is
go on.
this is
We love it.
streaming, all right? I don't have a Blu-ray player. People will say that I technically do have a Blu-ray player, but it's useless. Why? Because the only Blu-ray player that I actually have is my PlayStation 5. How do you stream on your PlayStation 5? You have to disable HDR, HDCP, something like that. And when you have that disabled, none of your media players work. So if I were to turn on my PS5 right now and go on stream and show you my screen, as soon as I went on the Netflix app, it would say, please enable HD whatever in order to watch it. And I was like, well, okay, I could do that. But if I do that, then I have to do something that interferes with my laziness, because what I'd have to do is physically unplug both my monitors, plug my PlayStation directly into my main monitor, because otherwise it's just this flickering mess that I can't actually see anything. And then when I'm ready to stream again, I have to disable HDRP if I want it to work with my Elgato, with my capturing hardware. And so I have to reconnect the cables all the way that they were
Just
before.
has something to do
get
with
there
the
again.
Elgato.
So-
is the issue.
Whatever capture device, because that's how they protect themselves. The only way for the capture to work is for it to be turned off, and the only way for media to work is for it to be turned on. So my replayer doesn't actually work unless I do those physical connection
But
changes.
that also explains why I have never experienced that, because I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? But yeah, if it's something to do with the capture device, then yeah.
Yeah, so
that makes sense.
that's the only way that it'll work, and I'm too lazy to do that. So I'll buy the Edge
And just
Runners
buy
like
like
thing.
a $20 Blu-ray
But
player.
I'll just have it to the side. Literally, like I have a stack of games that are in the wrap, like right behind me, that I could grab that are good games. Devil May Cry and fucking the Neo Collection, Rage 2. Well, Rage 2 is a good game to me. Whatever. Fuck you guys. Don't judge me.
No one
Shadow
said
Legends.
anything.
I just wanted to jump on that grenade before, so I don't mind spending money to support.
Who's ready to throw hands?
So I'll buy it. I won't have a way to watch it, but I'll buy it. You know what I mean? I think I have the Snyder cut around here, right, of the Justice League somewhere One of my drawers that it's just wrapped. I never
Using it as a
watched it.
coaster.
It's like 5 hours
Jesus.
long. I watched it
Well,
twice.
I was gonna say like you've watched it, just not on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I've watched it twice. It's very good. I like it, but I can't.
I keep it as a coaster.
It's another half day. I can't do that. Anyway, so that being said, I think I'm ready to play some Cyberpunk. Is there anything in particular that anybody wants to see, whether it's endings or just me building a character?
Show me your dick.
There's not there's I would need to zoom in a
You
lot.
can only
I don't
do
have
it in the menu.
I don't have my DLXR plugged in, or I don't own a DLXR. I was just trying to make.
Plus, he's probably on streamer mode. And
Yeah. Yeah.
it means he can't just whip out his dick.
My dick is on
Boo!
my dick is in HD, only works in HD mode, and I have to disable it and unplug it and do all this shit. So this is not worth the trouble.
It's terrible.
No. You're gonna show me your character's dick in game. Do it.
Oh no, I have that disabled for
Yeah,
my Twitch
Boo!
reasons.
Yeah,
I've
it's for
got-
stream
I've got
purposes.
dicks disabled. Anytime I look at a man, it's just flat there. That's what happens.
They just wear trunks.
Boo!
They just wear boxer briefs. So that's how they fix it.
Boo!
Also,
Boo,
you know,
coward.
I had like the worst moment yesterday at work. So 5 hours and 50 minutes into my 6-hour shift. 5 hours and 50 minutes in. One of my coordinators finally is like, "Oh, did you know your zipper was down?" I'm like, "Motherfucker!" Like all for the last almost 6 hours, the whole shift, it's been like that, and no one said shit. Thankfully, I wear just like basketball shorts under my pants, so I'm like, ain't nothing there. Show it, but like, what the fuck, guys? No one decided to tell me this.
If I were there, I also would not have told you, but I would have told you that it was funnier that I didn't. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Most likely
like-
you stand behind a counter anyway, so no one would have.
I wasn't. I was just walking the store because I'm still in training at the location. So they're
Wow.
like, "Hey, we did this. Like, we have this training where because it's such a large store. Like, it's actually like 6 stores combined. Like, we need
Yeah,
you
it
to
is.
know where merchandise is. So we have a
Yeah.
day of 6 hours where you're just walking around, looking at the merchandise, talking to guests to like, direct them to where merchandise is, so that you're also learning where it's at, and that's just your whole day for 6 hours. I'm like, that's actually kind of fun. Like, that was a super fun day. But yeah,
I told you immediately with the most inappropriate joke ever. I've been like, "Damn, you ready to go, ain't you?" And you just been like,
and I'd be like, wait,
This can't be
No,
right.
Yeah.
Where
I
he
was
works, that
thinking-
would be bad. Very
yeah,
bad.
no, yeah, exactly. Where I'd be like, I'd apologize, and I'd be like, "Look, I'm used to working at bars. I'm immediately just gonna come at you. What's going on, buddy?
yeah, 'cause
You
I was just like,
excited?"
great. Like, of course, no one decided to tell me.
All right.
Because, why would they?
Then I'm gonna go ahead and swap over the game screen from chatting to game, and we should have Cyberpunk on the stream now. So nobody said anything about what they want to see. I'm probably just gonna do an ending if that's cool with
No,
everybody.
shit about, I don't know
Yeah.
shit about this game.
That's fun.
The
Um,
way
honest
you
with you, I
said
don't know
that,
shit
I
about
thought you
shit.
were just gonna be like, well, I'm gonna do an ending, and it just end stream.
Oh no. All right, so we're gonna change
Oh,
to
I'm just gonna
Cyberpunk.
This is a lazy gaming, guys. He's not gonna end stream within an hour.
Date. All right, so
Wow.
we changed it from just chatting to
Say
Cyberpunk.
that like we had a stream.
Well, we were streaming tomorrow.
I mean,
Load
technically,
game.
the only reason I'm even here right now is because I still, thankfully, have power and internet.
We'll stream. Well, we're streaming tomorrow, so.
Okay.
And then it's not even gonna be like a video game.
Unfortunately,
stream.
though, my avocado tree is gone.
Sucks.
So we have a little bit of time to kill because the ending that I have a save point here, and this is a save point on my main character. We have
It
to
didn't get
do,
yeeted. It's
we have
just
to do
laying
a
on the
little bit of
ground. Dead.
dialogue. We're gonna skip most of this, but there is a wait period because the way that the secret ending works, you have to have a certain relationship with Johnny, and then you have to get to a certain point of the dialogue, and you have to sit there for
Oh, I
5
remember you
minutes.
mentioning this.
So we're gonna
Yeah.
do that. The way that and I have the game on very hard. So let's double check settings.
I'm always hard.
But isn't it?
Gameplay. Oh,
Very
difficulty,
hard?
very
That's
hard.
concerning.
Apply, confirm.
Well, if you're on
Also,
very
not more
hard
than
for
4
longer
hours.
than 2 hours,
If you're,
consult the doctor.
how long has the tree been down? Because the tree can be.
It's been down all day. It's like the roots are showing. It's like it's fully down. We're gonna try popping it back up on Friday.
Yeah, I was like,
but-
as long as it doesn't exceed like 4 to 5 days, it should be fine.
Yeah,
especially due to the moisture content in the air, the roots shouldn't be like
choice spot.
dying.
Yeah, we're gonna try popping it back up and seeing what happens, but we're gonna assume right now the worst case scenario and then hope that it survives.
Did y'all tie it
Yeah,
down before the
if anything, you can just propagate.
Oh, we
from
didn't
the
think it was
roots
gonna be an
the traits
issue,
of
and
them.
then yeah, we didn't think it was gonna be an issue, and then like it started leaning earlier this afternoon. We're like, oh no, so we put like wood underneath and stuff to like prop it up, and it just
Nah, you should
it
have
went
tied
down.
that bad boy. Nah, y'all should have tied that bad boy
We
down.
also cut off some of the avocados, but we don't know if they'll ripen
I want to
off the tree.
I want to
at all,
pause the
but-
I want to pause the conversation real quick right here just to talk about the game. So you have 3 endings right now. You have to speak with Arasaka, which is like the shitty ending. You can call Pan Am when the nomads and you all raid, but a bunch of the nomads are probably gonna die. You give up control fully to Johnny, and him and Rogue take on the style in sort of like they did when you saw that flashback earlier. What we want to do is we want to choose the Johnny option,
Think you ought to.
and then we're gonna get to this particular menu. We're gonna sit
Man,
here
fuck
for
Johnny.
5 minutes. All right. So
Actual
you guys,
minutes?
yeah. So
Yeah.
go ahead and continue your conversation as normal. You have to have this meter to 70%. If this meter's not at
Okay.
70%, it'll never unlock. So now we just gotta wait. So
That's
go ahead and
annoying.
talk about your
Yeah,
avocado
so I don't
again.
know it. I don't know if avocados will ripen off the tree, but we decided to go ahead and like cut some of them off because there were so many avocados on the tree, and we're like, they're all just gonna go to waste once they hit the ground because they're gonna
Yeah,
get ripped
we like
off that tree.
Food for the
like,
bunnies.
well, the bunnies. So we've learned. We were wondering what's been happening to some of the mangoes and avocados, and it's these fucking 2 assholes. It's a squirrel and a rabbit. The squirrel will pick it up, bite it, and then not like it and throw it on the ground, and then the rabbit will finish it off. And the squirrel keeps doing it. Like, listen, buddy, if you didn't like the mango the first time, you ain't gonna like it the 3rd and the 5th and the 7th.
I want to address something in my chat. Lag said, why does Johnny look different? In one of the patches that came down the road, they added a change to Johnny's look that was more in line with the books. And since I beat the game with the regular Johnny, I made this version with the alternate. You can change it if you go to the main menu, though.
Swap your Johnnies.
Yeah, he's pretty sexy. This one, he has like that slick back hair, and he has an open like
He's
shirt.
not Keanu Reeves.
He is Keanu Reeves. It's Keanu Reeves, but just in a different costume.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He's still smooth and pale.
Yeah. I don't know how much time has passed. We literally have to sit here for 5 minutes.
This is annoying. This is
Can-
annoying. This is some arbitrary.
I mean, won't it tell you once it starts?
Yeah. I want to check my inventory real quick. Oh, thank God I wasn't naked. That would have been bad.
If
Arbitrary
anyone,
Final Fantasy
if
stuff.
anyone
Bullshit.
hasn't bought the Kill La Kill fighting game,
Can I craft? I
Like,
can craft.
you have no excuse now. It is
Isn't it
$2.
only $2?
No, I need
Yeah,
a
it's
precision
$2.
rifle.
I saw it on sale and I was like, should I get this? And I was like, I don't.
And I need the
I could
Yulon.
probably afford it in gold coins now that I think about it.
Yeah, it's $2 for the next 3 hours, and it's really worth it.
Is it really? I always get.
It's worth
scared when-
$2.
Why isn't your new mod on?
It's worth $2. That's not very.
I
Yeah,
mean-
turn off.
I mean,
Yeah,
listen,
you
I don't
heard
wanna
Mike,
get
turn on your
demonetized.
penis.
they paid $60 for that game.
Did
Oh, I
you
can't change.
really?
Okay, I've got.
Yeah,
okay.
I bought it. I pre-ordered and bought it day one. And it was
I bought
okay.
Into the Breach for $5. Is the Kill la Kill fighting game as fun as Into the Breach?
I haven't played Into the Breach, so I don't know.
I think I got Into the Breach free on Epic Games.
See, exactly. Into the Breach is a banger. You fight aliens and mechs. It's a strategy game. It's fun.
It's a very different
The
game. I think
soundtrack
Lag loves
slaps.
Into the Breach.
Yeah. Have y'all ever played FTL? Where you're like in a spaceship?
No, but I've watched streams of FTL.
Oh, it's so fucking fun. It's so good.
I've watched also less streams of Stellaris.
I don't know that one.
Yeah,
It's
I don't know what Stellaris is either. Lax said
it's
Into the
like-
Breach is addictive.
What's the thing I'm thinking about? It's like Civilization except spaceships.
I have to ask, what are the chances that we're going to see that Armored Core remake anytime soon? Because it was supposed to come out, I think, literally last December.
Didn't they talk about it in one of the things recently?
It got delayed again.
Again?
Yeah.
I just want fun mech combat.
Ooh,
Speaking of Gundam,
I have enough. Yeah,
I have so many of those.
Gundam Battle Alliance, SD Gundam Battle Alliance is really fun. Gundam Evolutions looks decent.
Still gotta download
Also,
one when
I
get
love
there.
how people are complaining about one of the things that was just mentioned with the Overwatch 2.
mm-hmm.
People are complaining now about the fact that it was announced that if you don't own Overwatch 1 and haven't unlocked all the characters in Overwatch 1, you don't unlock all the characters automatically in Overwatch 2.
I don't. How you don't unlock characters in Overwatch 1 though? They just were there.
Don't they
They're
just,
just
yeah, it was
there.
like they just kind of
Yeah, but Overwatch 2, it's free to play, and because of that, you have to unlock the characters.
Right.
But if you have Overwatch 1 save data that you're transferring over, you unlock all the Overwatch 1 characters
yeah.
automatically.
Well, I paid
Oh.
$60.
I need to
Okay,
make
here
sure
it
my
is, chat.
Overwatch
Here it is,
1
chat.
And,
I need to make sure my Overwatch 1 data exists.
Yeah, it was like, I paid for those.
but
Even
it's
though I
like
didn't
people
ever
are
play the
going,
game.
you know, why can't they just be automatically free in Overwatch 2? It's like, because the game's a free-to-play game. They need some incentive for you to play the game and to spend money. Like,
Yeah. I was
Alright,
like,
so
they
let's
got
hear
it
this
really
plan.
in.
whereas they already got your money if you bought Overwatch 1.
Might be how
Like, why is everybody complaining? Go buy Overwatch 1 is like $5. Go buy it.
Stride in the tower's front
Yeah,
door.
it's
by
not
the way-
like you know, you do a ton. It's just,
Uma
I
boy,
can get Chala head Chala.
Uma boy, do you have my stream open right now?
You'll just have to find the elevator.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I'm about the build for this class is blades and tech weapons, but I don't have a Netrunner deck. I have Sandevesten, probably one of the best ones in the game. It's like arguably between two. So I'm about to David Martinez the shit out of these people.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I want to explain a couple things real quick. The game's on hard, very hard, the hardest difficulty they have right now. As soon as I load in, I need to make a couple weapon adjustments, but if I die, there is no continue. I get credits, and if I want to try again, I have to load from the load place that you saw before and play through like this 5-minute wait and all this dialogue again. So I've already seen this ending. I don't want to spoil too much, so what I'm going to do is go through the mission, assuming I survive, and then I'm going to quit back to my load menu, and then we'll do a different ending. And then if you play the game on your own and you want to see what the epilogue is and how these characters round out, then you can play it on your own. Is that cool? Cool. So we're about to dive in.
Rather fall into my grave gun and
Isn't
hand
it
on
a
fire.
Sandevistan?
Not drinking.
They call it in the show Sandevistan, but I always call it yeah, I pronounce it like you did, but now I call it just like the show did.
Sandevistan?
All right.
What?
They pronounce it
Call
weird.
Mom's off.
Party like it's 2023.
Yeah, my brain still can't wrap my head around it. I'm just
Hello,
like, how do you-
Arasaka.
What?
I have to wait until they give me
Called your mom's off.
make a couple quick changes real quick here, because I have a full level in tech and full level in reflex, so that means I have full level in crafting. So I crafted some tech and
You also
smart
got
weapons.
Full level in shorts.
Hell yeah.
Them
Should
some
I
short shorts? That's some fucking 4-inch inseams.
hold on? Then let's class things up a little bit. Got the-
Class up
Now
your
that I
mom.
bought those two games, I can now buy the DLC for Taiko no Tatsujin
I think it was
using
this
the
one?
reward
Yeah.
points.
All
for
right, here we
buying the
go.
two games.
Suit up,
Hell
people.
yeah.
We wish you.
Sometimes I get really excited when I can afford a game with just Nintendo like coin points, and then I remember how much money I had to spend to obtain those
Well,
coins.
what annoys me is that the gold coins also expire if you don't use them.
Nani the
Yes.
fuck?
Yeah, you didn't know that? They
Yeah, you
expire.
gotta use them. You gotta use them.
All polished.
I mean,
you
I
don't use
barely
them,
have. Every time I
within a
buy
year,
something, I
they
use coins
expire.
anyway. But like, what the
Going to
fuck?
bed, love you. All right, good night, lag.
Hey, like, yeah, because normally originally I was trying to save all of them and like buy like $60 games and stuff with them, and then I found out like nah, it expires. So after that I was just like, well, okay then, I'm
It's
not
the Club
gonna.
Nintendo
Isn't it
coins
like-
all over. See, because they don't want to have the Club Nintendo coin thing all over again when everybody suddenly was like getting a ton of free shit because of the Club Nintendo coins. It's like,
Yeah,
no.
it's like, I think within 120 days we have a purchase to use them or some shit like that.
I think it's within a year, but at the same time, it's still
Yeah, but
there is a time limit. You have to, make sure that you're using it pretty frequently.
especially because you can.
And now
you
as
can
soon
do
as I
that
have enough
thing-
for like $15, $20 or something, I'm just like, yep, okay, what can I buy?
No, okay.
So, like,
Oh
me
my
and my
god, I
roommate-
almost died
Yeah,
right at the
that
very
was-
beginning.
It was spooky. Me and my roommate used to do this thing where when either one of us would buy a game, like within release, we would just like share it and be like, ah yes, give me Nintendo coins. And they'd be like, ah yes, here's the cartridge.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah, 'cause all you have
get
to do
your
is pop
60
for the physical one. You just pop the
Yeah.
cartridge in, and
And it's like,
that's
as
it.
long as you give a physical cartridge within 30 days of the game coming out, and it was like, hell yeah, give me them points. I sure did buy this game. Yep.
Yeah,
Not definitely giving it right back to my roommate and never opening it again.
what? Nah.
Yeah, that was... Nintendo did... At least they had like a countermeasure to it.
So
'cause,
far,
like,
so
at least
good.
somebody is spending money on the game. That's
Wait,
all
yeah,
they
at
were-
least, I mean, they at least got money for one sale
Yeah.
of it.
They're
But they
like, I
ain't
know
clean
you
up
have a
behind
roommate. It's fine. We understand. Man, you're
See, you know what?
killing
I'm
it through
just
them
gonna
walls. That's rude.
Just gonna
Yeah.
delete off
That's life sometimes.
Master Duel.
Could you
on-
imagine just being... Master Duel is rude, and I showed that to all of my friends.
Master Duel
First, we
is
have-
great. I love Master Duel, but the Switch version sucks.
When Master Duel came out, Lag was like, do you want to play? And I was like, are you sure? Are you absolutely sure? And he's like, yeah, we can play a few matches together. And I was like, no. I'm just gonna be testing against you, and it's gonna be rude.
Oh no, I
And he's still...
fucked things up.
You're shooting through a wall.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they're
still need to
really good.
finish my Fluanderies.
I can't believe I
Yeah,
missed
Gesundheit.
both those swings. Oh, there we go. Back.
When the game first came out and they gave you an option to get a full Cyberse Link deck,
Yeah.
including
Whoop.
Transcode Talker, it was just the dumbest thing you could do to all of the new players.
Oh
Because
shit.
they were like, teehee, I'm gonna pick Kaiba, and I'm like, no, I'm picking my boy, Playmaker.
All right, now we
Give
go
me
into the
access
fight,
to Talker.
samurai style.
Ruin everyone's life with the 20 combo.
Well, right now, I know Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer is still just like he was so broken when he came out
It's
in
so
Master Duel.
busted.
Because it's just like, oh yeah, no, if you're not playing Called By or Dimension Shifter or something like that, you're just going to have a bad time.
I
Yeah.
had a bad time.
Or a bunch of other Omni Negates. But
Yeah, like as long as you can set up a combo where you have an Omni Negate on the board, a couple of hand traps, and just like a decent spell card, you're like, oh look, I've won by turn 3, hee
But no,
Because I
I
can-
love
Oh,
I
you're
can
still
bring
alive.
out
You're
my
still alive. You're still alive.
8,000
my Fluanderies because literally it's just, hey, I can now just summon a bunch of monsters and it's all normal summons, so you can't do anything about most of this shit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you want to max see me? That's nice. It means nothing because these are normal summons, not special summons. So
Even
that's
then-
cool. Like,
I love to see a Max C deck when I'm playing a Cyberse focused.
For people
summon
that
deck
also
lab.
noticed in this game, my health is a permanent
Oh, yeah.
like debuff. I can't have full health in this ending.
I have noticed that.
You can't have full health?
No, like my full health is 759. I'm maxed at 531
Oh. Why?
because the relic is poisoning you.
Oh.
So plot based.
Yeah,
That sucks.
that's why this is the hardest game. That's the first part. That whole lobby fight is the first part.
Good place to run a mega
That's
facility.
just, how many parts are there?
Like 5 or
I
6.
thought you were gonna go up the elevator and just have a good time.
We're going down the elevator. We're diving deep into Arasaka headquarters.
Okay.
Before going
Thank
down,
you.
It better be with fucking fireworks.
It's gonna be an ambush, no doubt. Just focus. You're better than them.
We're going balls deep, Joel. We're going balls deep, boys.
Balls.
Hello, friends. Bet you weren't expecting me.
Who had
No
that work?
one expects the Omni Inquisition.
No
Dom
love for
Inquisition.
Brace yourself.
Yeah, we
Sure.
got an Omni negate right here. Just kills
Ah.
all the enemies.
Just blow up tongue.
Hello, friends. Goodbye, friends.
Oh, I'm blow off the tongue better, but you know, go ahead and ruin it.
Woo, that took out half my health. Alright, then.
Johnny, I'm confused. Do you have? It's like, is he chunky? Is he not?
Chunky.
Chunky.
Does he have abs? It's like sometimes his abs aren't defined, sometimes they are, and certain
Yeah,
people's
that's
they
just
are. I'm so
called being
confused.
a human. You don't have abs 24/7. That's like a flexing thing.
But is he like a cyborg person?
He doesn't have cyborg abs. He has a silver arm. He's called Johnny Silverhand.
Yeah. People with abs always flex them. When they're not flexing, it's just kind of like, yeah, you gotta, there's your stomach, hee.
Yeah, and I never flex, so that's why I never have abs.
Exactly.
That logic checks out.
Thank you.
It's only those weirdos that are like, I'm only gonna eat a certain percentage amount of this, so my body only produces this much water, so you can see my muscles.
Something else that
24/7.
people may be
It's like
curious about
That's not healthy.
what I'm doing here. The grenades I'm throwing aren't regular grenades. They're recon grenades.
Ain't no
Since I don't have a deck to like ping enemies and look through walls, I throw these grenades and they last about 7 seconds and they let me see the silhouettes of enemies. And since I have a tech weapon, I can shoot through walls. If I didn't have a tech weapon, I couldn't do this.
Look at me.
I thought they were lasers.
Nah.
I love you, my love. Stop licking me.
Alright.
She wants
If-
to show you her love.
She
Let her
wants.
show you her love.
She wants me to get
That's
her.
not
She
how you
wants
should
attention.
treat your sub. You should let your sub lick you whenever they want.
Woo.
It's my cat.
Healthy relationship
I
dynamics.
need Send
That's
Deviston to work
it's
right
my
now.
cat that's licking me.
Okay. This is either
Don't
gonna
make
work
it
or it's not.
weird.
And then we'll have to start all over again if it doesn't.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Let your sub lick you. It's good for them. Got sodium.
Oh my god.
Woo.
I don't think my brain.
No, no,
I don't
die!
think my
Oh
brain's
my
in the-
god.
I don't think my brain's ready to be.
I
that
slow
level
motion
around.
killed like 13 people. It was pretty epic.
What's that word I'm looking for?
Degenerate.
Yes.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Right,
Let's not mention the word. Let's not mention the words. It's exactly what the word means. What we're looking for here. Degeneracy.
Come on. Go down.
Man, you were just flashing and dashing. This is fun.
This is a very fun playstyle. I really love this one.
It's like they come out and they're like, I'm gonna fuck you up, and you're like,
No,
Dumb
not
man.
today. Who is that? Oh, you.
Oh,
Ooh.
Spike's family comes back in 3 days? Damn, it's already that time. Golden Kamui
run,
also
run,
starts
run,
up
run,
this
run, run.
season again for its final part, and that series is amazing.
League game.
well, yeah, it was like Golden Kamui has
Listen,
lot of
it can be a
like,
lot of
really
things,
ice
Julian.
cream.
Like,
Yeah, sometimes it's like real camp,
Alright.
sometimes it's real
30
fun,
seconds,
and then
save
other
any
times you're like,
slots.
damn,
Mainframe's on
I'm
the
half
floor,
mast right now. What's going
Ooh.
on, guys?
hey,
Yeah,
like
a
it wasn't gay
goddamn
when they got
adventure.
naked and wrestled.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't
Like-
at all, never.
Like that was
Bros being
clearly
dudes.
just bros
My
hanging
max health
out.
dropped
like,
again.
That was bros. I don't see what's
Turp,
the issue there.
think you can use it?
We'll find out.
Just
They-
bros being dudes.
Unfortunately,
Having a
the
good time.
anime did take out the
This
dude
what
that
we're looking for?
founded the Boy Scouts fucking a bear and a
Enable.
deer and a few
You
other
know-
woodland creatures. He really liked the outdoors and wildlife.
Surprising. He was trying to look
he
for
just liked the little-
another goat. He's trying to find a
Well,
goat.
yeah,
who's
because-
never-
He would fuck
Anybody
fuck
else?
the animal, and then he would kill the animal because he felt extreme shame and post-nut clarity.
Who is
Um,
coming at me?
Like
that sounds
like,
like
that was-
real mom
What the animal
actually.
said.
that was
I know
how
you're
it was.
not lying, but that's
Yeah, that
just
was
like
how it
real
was
mom.
explained. He died while fucking the bear, though.
Hell yeah.
His heart gave out while he. banged
That's
the
how
bear.
Julian wants to go out.
Julian, you definitely want to go out while fucking a bear, just a different type of bear. Like,
That's what we all want. Okay, whenever you agree to meet
Look
a
on my
man in
works,
the
you
woods
mighty
at 3 a.m.,
despair.
you're not doing it because you respect yourself. You're doing it because maybe you might get taken out, and that's all right.
I also do enjoy the fact
Come on,
that like
let's
this
go.
one dude could understand the mind of a serial killer by jacking it in the location, because the serial killer also jacked off after he would kill. Like he would go back to the locations and jack off, so the guy's like,
My
oh
max health
yes.
went low again.
And he just like starts standing there jacking.
wonder
He's
if I
like,
could
yeah, I can tell the
eat
guy's about
something.
6 foot tall, and this building. Like, wait, what the
He's
fuck
about
are you
6
talking
feet
about?
tall. He's got wavy blonde hair, blue eyes. Come on, guys. We all know what happens. And it's like, no, Steven.
It's also when
you're
one
in
of
front of a
You
Wendy's.
here?
yeah, it's also when one of the
It's
characters got
Thursday.
jizzed in the face in order to evade capture.
You know,
Like they found
we've
the
all been-
killer and they
Okay.
tried to stop him and he jizzed in their face.
Here comes the
Like
boss.
the one dude just matrix dodged the jizz, and then the other guy just got it in the face and it blinded him. And I was just
Wow.
like, what the fuck is this series? But I love it. Like,
Jojo could never love it.
No.
It's not the gay.
Instead, he just references Versace.
Yeah. So Julian, you should definitely watch Golden Kamuy.
Stay away from me, Adam
If you
Smasher.
haven't been.
Oh, good lord.
That robot?
Even if
That's Adam Smasher. He's been alive for like 100 years. Yeah, this is Adam Smasher. This is the
I don't
final.
even know her.
This is the final boss of Cyberpunk 2077.
Well,
The
Adam
legendary
Smasher.
mercenary Adam Smasher.
I don't want him to smash her. I want him to smash me.
Exactly, Adam, smash me. Come on, bro. Oh, the way he gets all upset when you shoot him in the face.
Oh yeah, he's very upset him, Spaghettum. On the upset him spectrum, he's very upset him.
I don't know. I
Or he's
get
very
upset
spaghettum.
when you smash me in the
Yeah,
face
he's
too.
so spaghettum.
Yeah.
When you shoot me in the face, I just collapse to the ground and die.
So horny. Oh Jesus, I can probably take like one hit from him without dying.
You say that dying.
Yeah, me looking at John Cena.
Do.
Gotta eat. Gotta kill.
Gotta
boy.
eat to kill, gotta kill to eat.
I don't want
Tell you all about it when I've got the time.
to talk about that.
Do.
Yeah, this whole time I still have just the weather on my TV, just muted so I can see what's going on.
Yeah, that's.
Cause like I looked out the window, but it's night, so I'm just like,
Get
yep,
out of here.
that's definitely a lot of darkness.
Oh
Yeah,
no
you're
no no
like,
no 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 no!
Sure, it's dark outside.
It's darkness and rain.
I mean, like.
Well,
you can
darkness is my old friend.
Like if I look out like the front, I mean you can see the street lights and stuff. Like, but
Yeah, street lights.
This is a very dangerous
didn't-
spot.
My neighborhood. I've been living in my neighborhood for about 10 years.
Holy shit! If you, for people that are playing this game, he does like a final barrage of missiles. If you don't dodge that, it's death.
that sucks.
All right, should we finish him with the rifle or should we finish him with the sword?
With a
Sword.
Oh yeah, go sword.
I love weebs.
Flash him the fuck up.
Oh,
Kitty
Nice.
seriously? Is this a question?
There we go.
Also, Star Wars has a Weiss Schwartz deck now, so Star Wars is officially
Shut up
weeb.
and finish it. Be done with it.
They have a Weiss Schwartz deck?
Oh, and then just
It's
for this
pre-orderable
is for.
in Japan right now.
Oh, I can't
Oh,
say
that's
anything. I
cool.
don't want to say spoilers for. You know what? Let's just no. You know what this is for. You know goddamn well what that's for.
This is for taking my donut.
Fucking asshole smasher. Asshole smasher.
Damn. Who told you my ex's name?
Okay, so after this point is where you do what you need to do in terms of the story and you make a choice and you get an epilogue. And the epilogue is like a 20-30 minute adventure. So we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to load game and we're going to do a different ending, one that I haven't done
Trophy
before.
though for
Wait, but are you gonna save
the
on a
ending?
separate file so you can do this later?
I've already done this before. Also, I
Oh,
don't think I can
okay.
save here. Like, you can't save. In this ending, it's either all or nothing. You either do it or you don't.
Are you gonna get platinum trophy in Cyberpunk?
I only have 4 trophies
all
left, so
achievements?
I might as well. I
Yeah.
just have to do the other endings and like a couple like berserk stuff. It's not that berserk. I'm not gonna.
Do it.
My best friend isn't gonna rate my love interest. Berserk
Oh,
spoiler.
I mean, you know,
Yeah,
that's a pretty common
awful.
spoiler
I
though.
would
Like,
need real heat.
Yeah, no one. Yeah, everybody knows about what happens. What happens before.
I
he
me's that's
becomes
just the golden
Black
age.
Knight. Yeah, everyone knows what happens in Golden Age.
You want Street
It's
Kid.
all the other shit that would be real spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to do probably the. Should we do the bad Arasaka ending or should we do the Nomad ending?
Go for
Don't know the
Nomad.
difference between these words.
So
I'm gonna say Nomad.
the Nomad. All right. A lot of people consider the
Yeah.
Nomad ending the canon ending. So let's make our weapons. This time I'm gonna do it early, so I don't have to worry about it later. I have
No, I
different
wish I
weapons.
could be as comfortable as Chia is right now. Fucking ridiculous.
I have different weapons
Damn.
equipped because I was doing like other stuff before this save, but this has become my main save. I should probably make a new one with my weapons made. If anybody's curious about my build, I'll show it real quick. 20 reflex, 20
I'm
tech,
6. I'm like
16 body,
175.
6'9" on intelligence and cool. Nice. And then I've got most of assault, most of handguns, most of
got
blades.
assault?
And then
Yeah,
I've
he was
got
assaulted.
a little bit of crafting so I can make my stuff, and then stuff for my tech weapons.
Broadway?
And that's mostly where my stuff is. Athletics has some stuff, but nothing for shotgun, nothing for brawler. Ninjutsu gives me a damage to like a buff to human enemies, and I got some
Ah,
stuff in
shit,
cold
he's trying to
blood for more
hit me.
damage. And I got nothing for hacking. Like I put nothing into that.
This lady's never seen a computer in her life.
We have
She's
technology.
been like, give me upgrades. What do they mean? I don't fucking know. Don't ask me. I'm not an installer.
Put them inside me.
Oh, I don't. No, Don
What's
Chan,
your
I
email,
don't.
my huh? Fuck you.
I've told this story before, but the angriest I ever got at work was when I worked at the job with Google, when I worked with Lag in the same office. I was trying to help this one woman recover her email, and I was like, "All right, you gotta type Yahoo into the thing." I was like, "A is an apple, or no, what was it? A, B, B. I was like, we'll just say B as in Bravo. Like you have to type in B as in Bravo. All right, type in B. She's like, C. I was like, no, it was T. T as in Tango. I kept saying T as in Tango. She's like, you eat C like cat? No, T like Tyrannosaurus. D like dog. What the fuck do you think a Tyrannosaurus is? I said Tyrannosaurus. What other word do you know that rhymes with that where it could be something other than T? You dumb old bat. I'm sorry. I was very angry that night.
Do you know what a T-Rex is?
Yeah, P is in Papa. No, you stupid idiot. Let's see, Punk. I think I like this one. That one. I like the suit. Do that. All right, let's do a new save, so I don't have to do all that for the next time.
She's on to something.
And we're gonna skip a lot of this again.
How dare you?
And I should still be on very hard.
How very dare you?
No game difficulty. Okay, so I saved it. Apply, and we're gonna go to last saves, and it's gonna be back on very hard again. Man, that ending that I just did is very fun to do if like you were very combat heavy in your build. It's so satisfying to finally have a chance to really go crazy with all your abilities.
Yeah.
Go crazy.
Shit yourself.
Thanks, miss.
You also have the option to just blow your
You're
brains
right.
out,
Choice
but I don't think you
spot.
get an achievement for that, so I'm not gonna worry about it.
Makes sense.
I don't know how shooting yourself is really gonna do anything for the game.
So in the yeah, in the game it's not about saving the world. It's about like it's a much more insular story, and if you are too scared to make a decision, you just pull the trigger and end it. All right.
Wait, the game doesn't have insulation? Why does the game need insulation? Does it need to stay cold?
Well, it needs to stay
Stay
warm.
Sometimes when the sun is shining,
No
it
going
get really
back on
hot
this.
in the middle of the afternoon, and that's just not pleasant for anyone.
No. see, the
Yeah, so we're gonna do the
insulate-
Nomad ending.
Can you try this with Pan Am?
Got a feeling you're gonna regret this.
Pan Am,
decision.
like the
And the moment that dawns,
No,
the
not
airline service.
not the airline. There's a woman named Pan Am.
Last
She,
ride.
her,
Yeah, like the airline
It
service.
didn't work out.
So a little bit of context for the game: Johnny Silverhand is in your head, and because of a piece of technology, the technology is eating your body away. So you'll die, and Johnny will take over. So you have to try to split yourself from Johnny. And in this ending, you had to have done a bunch of side missions in order to unlock it. But if you made friends with the Nomads,
Johnny,
Pan Am throughout the game has sort of given you some hints, like, hey, we
Just
think
me
we think we might have a way to fix you. We think we might have a way to save you. But you don't know for sure, and so by the time it ends,
hey,
you're
Pan Am.
still on the road to death. Like your body's giving up on you, but she
I
might
know.
save you. So some people find it the
Need your
canon
help.
ending because it's like the good
You owe me a
ending.
favor.
You might still die, but
What's so damn urgent I couldn't wait until
there are endings that are much more
Need a
cemented
way
in
into our
what
socket
happens.
tower. Now.
It's like,
So
damn,
what?
I'm gonna be Johnny
I'm
soon.
serious. Whole
That's
thing with Johnny.
spooky.
I don't do something soon. I'm done. Gone.
Sounds like
Slow
fucking
down.
Boruto.
First, why Arasaka Tower?
Oh yeah, look at me, I'm gonna
Tech.
become a spooky
Underneath
moonbeam.
that tower, they got an
Yeah.
access point.
I hate it.
Well,
Oh, a series
I-
of
odd as
shit.
it sounds.
I'm still so
Business
mad at
serves.
Naruto in general for being like pretty
Prison of
decent, and then it
Souls.
was like, where did everybody
You
get
guys might not
chakra
fly
from?
over
And I'm
the
like,
moon.
no, stop, don't do this. And it's like,
That's its
ah, there
name.
was an alien that
Only
came from the
place Johnny
moon,
and
and
I
then
can
we beat her up,
disentangle
and
for
she
good.
became a tree, and we ate her
It's my
fruit.
last chance.
Yep,
It's like, what
pretty
the
much.
fuck are you
So,
talking about?
yeah.
Is that some
It's like,
weird
isn't
Adam
that-
and Eve allegory?
You've called me a time
Yes, it's Christianity, because
Yeah, it's
and all
so
it is,
strange.
Wow.
it's so
About to just
aggravating.
go now.
Well,
And that's why there's a
Okay.
serpent as the main villain, as one that it's
Fix it.
aggravating, and the one that's always the serpent is the smart one, and it even carries through to Orochimaru's child. I
Give it
hate
a
all
shot.
of it.
Sure.
It's frustrating.
Good.
There's a lot of
Don't go
Christian
anywhere.
allegory near the end of
Come and get
Naruto that frustrates me.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird shit that goes on with that series.
I'm glad I dropped when I did.
Boruto was shit though in general. At least Naruto
Yeah.
was decent.
Yeah, Naruto was pretty good, and then it gets to like the last two seasons, and I'm like, what happened? Who hurt you?
I like the Boruto that I did watch, but then I realized because the same thing I like the My Hero Academia that I watched. But I learned two things. One, my standards are pretty low, and two, I just don't like shonen anime.
Is that you, V?
Yeah,
Or-
that's
I mean,
valid.
Yeah, Shonen's not for everyone, but at the same
Yeah.
time, my God,
Shonen-
My Hero
Wait,
Academia
wait,
is
my
just a
driver.
train wreck at this point.
Come
It
inside.
started off
We'll wait
like it was
together.
gonna be really good, and then it just like meandered, and then it just kept
Ooh, kitty
meandering,
cat.
and you're like, what happened? Why are we in the
That's Mr.
plains?
Brightman.
Oh,
We found the poor guy in
I
the
hate
trash
this.
behind the clinic.
It's just
I think he misses
Stupid.
Jackie.
the fact he still wants to save Shigaraki and all that is still stupid to me. It's
yeah, and
like,
it's
no,
like, no,
I can
this man is a
save him.
terrorist. And it's like, no, he's a terrorist, Deku. You need to
Since
kill
you
him.
have to wait,
I don't
Yeah.
care
If
if
I
you
give
have
you a reading?
morals. This man has
Sure.
killed
Why not?
thousands.
Give me a reading.
some believe
Shut the fuck
uncertainty
up.
is an
Also,
evil
you know,
that should
don't
be
worry,
dispelled through
Bakugo's not a
divination.
bad guy, despite
Others
everything
claim
he's
it's
done
change
in the
that is
entire
evil.
series in
Yeah,
general.
That
or
isn't true
said,
either.
Yeah.
or any of his behaviors.
minute of
They've been
every
Literally
day
threatened to
completely
kill you.
become
Literally
someone
threatened to
new.
kill you.
Yeah,
multiple
like
times.
I
We
don't
shouldn't fear
I don't
change
understand what you
itself.
mean by like, no,
He,
he's
Only
he
who
told
we
Deku
might
very on to go
change.
kill himself. I was like, I don't like
Yeah.
this kid. I don't think I'm ever gonna
Yeah,
like
don't
this
worry.
kid.
Yeah,
They-
and Deku
they
was
never
like,
address
yeah,
any
I'm
of
gonna-
that
especially
as
for you and
issues.
I'm gonna
Uh,
hyperfixate on
Your
him
future is
for
his
sure. And it's
future,
like, Deku,
and
you're a
vice versa.
repressed little homosexual, and you need to stop idolizing your bully.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're
Cut it out.
a little homosexual.
We'll start with you.
God.
Yeah, I got.
That's
I,
what his weird little character arc is, where it's like,
Oh.
stop repressing your bully and accept
What a
yourself for who you
surprise.
are and get love somewhere else.
Let's dig
Weirdo.
deeper to find
Stop
its
trying to get
meaning.
validation from somebody
The
who
full
hates you.
yeah, I was gonna
symbolizes
say
the
like
start of a
validation is
journey,
more
the
where I leaned it,
announcement of
but
something new.
I mean, people can be horny.
It's the inner child, curious of the
I'm
world,
always
but
happy.
also
It's my
naive.
superpower.
Like, I love you, my childhood friend. Go fuck yourself.
Person.
Yep. You're
Well,
such
even
a
I don't
deep
even.
character.
It's
The
weird because
hardest
that
at first.
Osana Jimi word,
That
I
can
think when
mean
it
a
translates,
tendency toward
it
addiction,
gives the
mental
wrong idea.
instability.
Because childhood friend usually
Oh, okay,
like,
definitely,
impresses that they
Johnny.
were friendly
Is one
or
going
on
to
good terms,
silence.
but they were never on
It's
good
like-
Final
terms.
cards.
It's
Well,
like,
they
no,
just-
they were.
knew
They
Well,
just
they-
knew each other since they were
Lovers.
kids.
It's
Something
like,
that
I've
doesn't give me
known
the
you
chills.
since we were
Finally.
5. That doesn't
But
mean I
but
have
I
any
yeah,
sort of
as soon as powers got
inclination of
involved,
kindness
But
there
we
was
can
no
also
point to
make
yeah.
choices ahead.
And even
Yeah.
then he wasn't
Well,
really.
they did.
he
Well,
just
they
treated.
kinda, well, they did.
Johnny?
Like,
No,
in
if
the
if Deku
sense of, you know,
if Deku had
7-year-olds.
powers, he would have just been treated like those other
know.
lackeys. Bakugo never
Yeah.
looked at any of
Doesn't
those
sound
kids,
Too bad, right?
even the ones he didn't bully. It's just that because Deku was different
don't
and didn't
know,
have
V.
powers, he was extra hard on him.
The moon
He was a
is mystery.
douchebag. He's always gonna be a
Yeah.
douchebag, and I'm glad he. I wish they would have canonized his death, but that's right. I
Yeah,
read the
no,
last
that-
3 issues of
think
issues of
that's
My Hero
for you.
Academia.
They
I didn't know
have
what the hell was
retconned
happening,
that- or,
but I
sorry,
heard
not
that
retconned.
Bakugo was
I
gonna
saw
die, and I
very
was
much, like,
into it.
reversed
On Twitter,
the hell
and I
out
was
of it.
like, what's happening?
Yeah, I
But
was like, this is
now-
really stupid.
Man,
You
it's
know,
good to
now
see
they're
your
like,
face.
oh well, we might have
Jesus,
just killed
you
off,
really
you know,
do look
waifu,
terrible.
but you know,
I
sure.
feel worse.
It's
Can
like,
we
good.
best not waste
This
a minute?
It's
waifu
like-
deserves-
We have
Just
a
like-
long
Hey,
road
hey.
ahead of us.
Miriko
Come
did
on,
nothing
everybody's
wrong.
waiting at camp.
She's just bunny waifu.
Look out for yourself.
Muscular, dark-skinned bunny waifu.
Oh yeah, she had like no
I
arms and
love
legs.
her.
I had to Google
Yeah.
like what happened. I was like, this is weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
she lost
turned
a
her
leg and
into
an arm earlier, and
nugget.
now she like,
Welcome back to the living.
yeah,
Feeling
she's
okay?
now a nugget.
Yeah,
Kind of
yeah.
weird.
Now you'll find her on TikTok on hashtag Nugget,
guess.
and it's awful.
Mighty
That's how I
brigade.
found out about that.
That
And I
is
was like,
worried
what the
back there.
fuck? Why would y'all
Passed out, we couldn't
so
shake you
quickly?
awake.
You moved on. to
I
the
also
next
like
stage.
that what's his
Condition
face, the
might be
fire
getting
kid
worse.
can now make cold
Am
fire
asked me
that
to keep
only
an eagle
burns his
eye on
opponents and not him
Oh.
I
or
don't
his
know.
friends.
I only read like the 3 issues.
Need
Whatever
help?
was in there
That's
is
clear.
what I know.
They said
I stopped
right
caring
after
after
they
they
were
were
on
on
how we
Endeavor.
might
When I
do
saw
you.
that was like
Come
Ben
on,
10
I'll take you to
nonsense.
see
I
it.
was like, what?
Ooh,
What do you mean?
You know,
Good
it's
thing
one
you-
thing to
Oh,
redeem
V,
Endeavor for
I
what
heard
he's
talk
done.
that there's
It's
a war
another
going.
to try and turn him into a goody two, turn him
Maybe I
into
don't got a choice,
to an
bitch.
overprotective goody two shoes.
Looks like we don't have one neither.
Yeah, his
The whole
weird
clan
second
knows we set out
relationship with his
tomorrow.
children still
They
does
know why.
frustrate me as
What our
much as
aim
it
is.
does the middle-born
around,
son,
V.
where I'm like, yeah,
War-tested
no,
veterans are
fuck your
fiscally
dad,
at most.
fuck that
The
guy.
rest mostly raid rinky-dink
Fuck that
convoys
Yeah.
and
man, he
southbound
says.
crap.
I'm on your
So for
side.
now, they only
Fuck
know as
this
much
man.
as they need to know.
Yeah, but I also want
Yeah.
to
Aim is to
fuck
help
that man.
you out.
Not
Yeah, they didn't have to draw him so attractively.
Fuck, you think
They're-
I don't know
They did.
that?
Oh,
And yet you
man,
seem to think you can change
I
something
know
by chewing
you've
me
read
out
those.
like you
I
usually
know
do.
you've read those Edo gays with
Finally.
with
How's
Hawk
your
and
health?
him, right? You've seen
Yep.
them. You know what I'm oh, they're so good.
There's just so many of them.
good.
So,
It's
Yeah,
so
what
many.
have you guys
they're
patched together?
We still have details.
and they're
to
all
iron
so
out,
good.
but we know the who, where, and how. Have a look for yourself.
A few strategies we sussed out.
There was
One
lots
grants us a decent
lots
shot
of
at
him, and I
penetrating
was like,
Arasaka
yeah,
Tower.
this is good
We'll
shit.
dig a tunnel.
Give me more.
Shit, give me more.
So you want a tunnel into Arasaka Tower?
And
I
we
know
love
how
that
it's
Hops
set
is an
Oh,
actual
we have a
confirmed adult, so
tank.
it doesn't
I
have
see
to be
Night Corps building
creepy.
a new mag lab
Yeah.
in the area. Granted, it's guarded by military.
Unlike the people who
but they're nothing
sexualize
but
most of the main
fans.
cast, it's whoever pretending that they're
Yeah.
teenagers.
Yeah, exactly. Where it's like, I'd like
We're
to
using
see
one of
two
Night Court's
adults
circs. We
fucking.
only need a few minutes to dig that distance.
Give me
Not bad,
more,
wouldn't you say?
please.
Once we're in, we'll have
Stop
to
it,
improvise.
children.
So,
Guards,
for
security
the
measures,
game,
fastest way to Koshi.
there's
Taking
a
us
mission
to
earlier
first.
where through a long set of circumstances you hijack a Militech tank, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a tank battle in this fight.
A tank fight?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Plan entire op.
Okay, I have to admit, I
Oh,
kind of
okay.
like some of these
You'll make enemies
the
of
songs that
Arasaka
they've
and
chosen
others.
So
for.
it appears.
I'm exposing you
Like
all
I'm
of
looking
you
through
to danger.
Taiko no
Want
Tatsujin's
out?
anime
Wanna
listing
cut your losses?
songs,
I'd understand.
and
No
they've
hard
got some great
feelings.
ones
We
on
came to this
here
for help.
that
We
are pretty much
decided to
included in
fight.
like every Taiko
Our
no
minds are made
Tatsujin,
up.
like Cruel Angel's
No more discussion
Thesis.
It's settled. We had
Then
best
of
get
course
to
you
work.
I'll
have
talk
to
to our
have
brothers and sisters.
Gurren
Get a
no
drone buzzing
Yumina
around the
or
city.
And I'll
Yumiya
check with
from
Mitch.
Attack on
I
Titan,
think I know how to even the
and
odds against
Gurenge from
military.
Demon Slayer.
Come find us later.
I also love
I'll leave
Into
you
the
with Saul's
Unknown
hands.
from Frozen 2.
Just
Such a
Why?
great
making
anime.
decisions without me.
They have Butterfly from
Anything else you
Digimon
need?
Adventure
Good anime, he
I
says.
need a decent
Fucking, I'm gonna
net
shoot you.
cache.
and
Someone
Moonlight
who
Legend
has
from
been in
Pretty
Koshi.
Guardian Sailor
Who might
Moon.
that be?
Listen,
Oh.
all of like at
Wait,
least
that's
the
what
last
Moonlight
It's-
Densu means in English?
An AI.
That's what
Yeah.
that's what that's
Out
that's
past
what
the block.
Yeah.
Moonlight Legend. Fucking-
Why in hell would
Yeah,
an AI
you didn't
have
know that?
spoken to Mikoshi?
No, I didn't really
Lost
pay
it.
attention.
Oh.
I didn't really pay attention. Look at the translation for that word.
Those
Fuck
last
me.
three were like my childhood, and I'm like, yeah, then of course they do.
Um,
You're
You know
good.
let's
what?
see some of the
Fuck.
other ones. There's
We're
the
up to our
Tokyo
balls in
Revengers
them.
theme song.
Anyway, might as well go deeper. Find
I
Dakota.
never watched
She'll
that.
get you geared up. No questions asked.
I enjoyed it for a
Thanks,
bit,
Saul.
and then I fell
Thank
off,
me
and
once we
then
get
I
out of
found
Mikoshi
out
alive and
some
in one
things that
piece.
just made me never want to pick up the series ever again.
It
So,
gets too heavy for me.
see, my whole thing is that they changed some stuff, and it ruined the concept. And I'm just like, oh,
Hey, Dakota.
Hey,
Oh.
Dakota.
bunch of One Piece theme
It's been a
songs,
long
Jesus.
while. What is it?
Also,
you need?
this Taiko no Tatsujin has
strong
like
rig for a
76
little
songs in the
jaunt
normal
on the wall.
game, and
Okay,
if you buy the
get in.
music pass, you get another 500 songs.
Not at
Hey,
all.
that's
You don't ask me.
That's
So-
rude.
I don't ask you.
That should be
I'm-
illegal.
To a
It's like
lasting
you had those
relationship,
songs. You had them
Everything is
ready. Why
Yeah.
did you make me pay for them? You
Thankfully-
made them for
I
the
spelled
game.
tub.
Yeah, thankfully the music pass is only $4.99, so I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll just buy the $54 version instead of the $50 version of the game,
Evidently, I'm here
and
to
get all
That's still
500
just
songs.
so-
You good to go?
That's still just so.
Can't say how long
Gross.
this is gonna take.
it's not.
Whatever
I love
happens,
how like
stay
10
cool,
of these
okay?
are One Piece
Even if
openings.
you look like you're about to flatline.
Oh, that feels better. Oh god, that was weird.
Anpanmon's March. I don't know what
Alright, time to
Anpanmon's
move.
March is, but I'll download it.
Follow the vector, sister.
I had to get that
Anpanmon
shit out.
Exercise. Encourage ringing from Anpanmon.
Dude, that's
A lot of
huge.
Anpanmon.
I was not expecting
Dude,
to
that
come
is-
here again.
Dude, that is huge.
Some Doraemon songs.
You come alone.
All right, for a little bit of context for
He's currently
for what
indisposed.
you're seeing in the game, because it looks really weird.
It is.
Very
It does.
deeper.
we hopped into the net. We jumped into an ice bath because what happens when you like jump into the net is your body literally becomes a CPU. So if you don't have a way to cool it, you'll literally burn from the inside out. And then
See, you didn't care.
once
less
Probably
about
we're
me.
we're speaking to this AI who died like around the time that Johnny was alive, who is able to supposedly separate our psyches. And if you want to know how that ends, play the game and get to the ending.
Oh, so she
Let me
can
get
like
this
take
straight.
you out of your
Mean to say you
physical
only agreed to help me
body?
'cause it's
Just put you in the net?
She can do a
He's
lot.
not here
So I'll
one
get this is
time.
this is a
You're
bit of
thinking
lore.
of backing out.
In the world of Cyberpunk, the internet was destroyed many years ago, before that happened, people could jump into the net and sort of travel freely, right? After that break happened, there was a bunch of securities put up, and one of the things was called the Black Wall, and Alt is able to survive on the other side of the Black Wall, but most netrunners can't even breach it, let alone survive on the other side. So she's like this super powerful AI engram of possibly the greatest netrunner of all time.
Speak for yourself.
So we're speaking to her, she's helping us, and she survives on the net now.
Your code, your consciousness. AI is
Wild.
reality's boundary.
Internet mommy thriving.
But we are not
Internet mommy's
You will begin to
one hell of a bitch, man. She's tough as
Look at
hell.
her. And look at her. She got
What
thighs.
should I expect then?
Got some thickness.
a boundary to
The
cross. In
thickness.
all likelihood, the sole moment of your life when you feel the true weight of your existence.
Hell yes.
For which you
The
cannot
theme from
prepare.
Lupin the Third? That's one of the Taiko no Tatsu Jensen songs? Hell yes.
I lack the
Or do they have
Specifically the
fucking thighs?
78
this
version.
question.
Anything we can know for certain?
Probably not, unfortunately.
That
No.
Mikoshi will be no
I
more.
listened to that song.
Because the only
like,
video
Isn't
game,
there?
the only video game
Gonna
ones
settle
that they
for
throw
you.
in
They will be
are
integrated with
Namco
me.
Bandai ones.
Wasting time talking.
So
Let's just do this.
That explains the anime, some of the anime ones.
they do have
Uh,
Chala Head Chala.
Once inside Mikoshi,
Of course they
yeah,
do.
the
Of course.
classic Dragon Ball theme.
Yeah.
Also
Also-
because, you know, it's
they also
Namco
Dragon
Bandai.
Soul.
Can already
So,
tell you I saw
okay.
the way to
Also because it's
Tokyo
Namco
from back
Bandai,
in
so,
the
you know, Bandai Namco,
Yeah.
because, you know, it's like, we have the rights to play this,
Oh,
Oh yeah,
anime
that's
music
also
because,
why they have
because we make the anime
Butterfly,
games.
now that I realize
until
it.
then,
Butterfly is so good though. I love Digimon.
Mobile
We got
Suit
her.
Gundam
Digimon
2
so
Soldiers of
Shard.
Science.
relax, child.
I
Digimon's
can't
great.
wait for
Barely
I
jacked
can't
it
wait
when
for
the
that
temperature
New
went
Zero 2
skyward
movie
for
to
almost
fucking
100
The text
to
started
fucking
acting
be
as if
just as
it was
confusing.
No.
Yeah.
danger.
The top.
Spooky.
I hope at least near the end they
And
like
here,
stomp on my
you
heart
melted
a
half my
little,
tech.
'cause
That's
that's
what
just
happened.
what they
Neural
do
activity
now,
spiked
I
sharply.
guess.
Your frontal lobe was seconds away from flowing out.
They're
your
like,
face.
haha,
I could
I
just
bet
as
you
well
really
have
love
bumped a bullet in your
having
head.
an emotional
You
attachment
sure you're all
monster.
right?
Man, net
Would
running
be
is
real
scary as
funny if
hell.
we took that
Sorry
away from
about
you.
the damage.
God, they do that shit too.
Good.
It's like,
Real good.
remember season 3?
Let's
Season 3
do something
Digimon? Remember
to
Tamers? Remember how they die in the end?
We're
Because
surrounded
unless
by
you watched
ice.
only the
Even
American
if
version,
something
where you
punched
think they
through,
live.
the controllers would've-
So me and my
Holy.
I made my parents when
Get
I
it
was
away
like
from me.
14 watch all of
Thanks,
Digimon Tamers like
Don't
as a
thank me.
weekend family activity because it was the only way I would make them hang
Alright.
out with me when I was like 13. And I remember specifically when Beelzemon killed Leomon, my mother cried for like a solid hour.
Long gone.
And I was
Wow.
like, see?
You might as
I'm
well.
like,
Alright.
see what I had to go through at the
You
age
call
of
this
8?
prep.
Watching this on
call it
Jetix
damn
at 7 in the
improvisation.
morning, and then
That's
you'd
just
send me
it.
to school and expect me to be okay? No, Beelzebub just got fucking
now?
murdered.
Okay.
He got stabbed
all
in the
easy.
chest with an arm.
Come find us.
I'm not okay right now.
Lo and
Well,
behold,
why'd you watch it in the
Jeremy,
morning? That's your fault,
Leomon-
honestly.
in
Fucking
theory,
Leomon
No,
died, and then
listen.
Kato went
Afterburner and a
fucking
multi-RPG
insane and turned
launcher.
Gilmon
yeah.
into
We
a
also
giant
scooped out
to a
about
giant
Yeah.
winged
60%
snake
of
monster.
Yeah.
total mass.
For anybody
Yeah,
watching the
Staccato-
stream that isn't
Staccato
involved in this
went
conversation,
insane.
I'm so
10
sorry
right
that these
shotgun.
weebs have taken over with their Digimon talk.
Afterburn.
As they
Standard
should.
Nitro or military?
Yeah,
Brother.
listen.
Standard
It was
couldn't move this
trauma.
baby
Yeah,
into
You're just
Mom
gonna have
was
to
with
somehow
Digimon.
focus the noise out,
How the
and
hell
just
did you cram
whether
all
the
that
noise
in
is
your
them
pants?
or me, you have to focus on one or the other. Otherwise, it's just noise.
Listen, they killed Leomon. And that,
They
that
always
affects
kill
me
Leomon.
personally.
Fucking
It
get over
always
it.
But they
affects
do
me,
always kill
and
him.
it always affects you
Will you?
personally. They always make
Has
Leomon.
Leomon ever survived a series?
Firepower.
Yeah, actually. He has survived in
Tell you.
Digimon Colon and in Digimon Frontier.
You're making stuff up.
Okay.
You want him to survive in your Digimon colon. That doesn't mean it happened in canon.
No,
Well-
in my Digimon Colon, Leomon filled it out.
You wanted a word?
Well, the
Hey,
death of
Nomads.
Leomon, I felt nothing of the death of
Are you
Leomon.
going
Try.
somewhere?
All right, V. It's a simple matter.
It's like by the time Try came out, I'm like, oh
Standing
no, Leomon's dead. Oh crap. Oh
It's a
damn.
great deck. Speak for yourself, Saul.
Yeah, they're like, they hurt my man.
He's still an outsider.
It's like, oh no,
Again.
oh no,
Night
Mekumon killed
Might
Leomon.
as well be another
No.
war. Hey, ask Pan Am.
Oh wait, is that the really hot looking fox Digimon?
It needs
That's Make Crack. Mekumon is just a little kitty, but Make Crackmon, they turned her
Alright.
into like furry goddess.
Do you?
Yeah,
and then for some
I saw her in the
godforsaken reason, they
TCG
used
and I'm
it
like,
with Ophanimon.
yes.
Yeah, and then she
That's right.
did do a DNA
Don't worry.
evolution with
We'll get you rid of that,
Ophanimon, and then turned into a demon.
Welcome to the family.
It was
Oh.
bad
Welcome
times.
for our newest Aldecaldo!
And then they tried to bring back the digital C in that movie in like just the
Listen,
worst way
Soon as
possible.
we're
I
back
have
from Makoshi,
issues with
we'll
Try.
celebrate.
Because Try's trying
You're just the
to link the first season with the rest of all the lore that they
Try.
created,
Don't worry.
and it makes no
What a
sense.
formality.
It makes no
You're a de facto
sense.
member of
And
this
then they
family
tried to
for a
bring
while
back
now.
the digital C,
Saved
like,
my
haha,
rumpus, as
remember
Bobby
when
tells it,
Taiji
bitches,
almost
too.
fell
I
into
won't
the
even mention
darkness?
Pan
No,
Am.
you don't,
Go to
because
hell.
we only did it in 3
Saul's
episodes.
right, though.
And
Then we
abandoned
dropped
the
because we had to
idea.
drop that
My
plot
life
line because
was
we
in a
had
million
we had
pieces.
too many cooks in the pot when
Yeah, and
Zero
then
Two came out.
Saban,
But sometimes
and then
it's only right that you
Saban was
can
like,
piece it together.
hey, no, you
All right, fam,
stop
listen
that.
up. Today we
Like,
celebrate
stop,
that
we
we're
can't
not
have
going
serious-
to be a hell of a day.
It's like this is too
And-
serious for children. Back it
Then
up.
get some
Yeah,
rest.
because the
Raise
issue
the
was
raise.
that they were going to bring the
Criticize
digital
your
C to talk
What's
about
the
Ty and
best
Kyrie's alcoholic father, and it's like,
You're giving me
no,
a
you
heads up
can't.
about this.
Saban was
That
like,
ruined all the
no,
fun?
stop
Are you
it. They
kidding?
have a
So you
single
can't
mom
have
for a
characters
reason.
have realistic trauma.
Yeah, they were like, no, they just have a single
Don't worry about
mom. Don't ask
How's the
questions. What the
jacket?
fuck?
Not too tight.
You know, we are. You know, fucking we. You know,
It's
it's
not
like
as
we
if
already had Ken
Feels
go
like
through.
I've been
We already let you have Ken have the
Yeah.
dead brother.
Yeah,
earned this
exactly. We already,
And the
the Ken,
Aldecaldo's
we
devotion.
need to experience
Thank you.
actual grief as a child.
Oh.
Where I'm like, hey, no,
I'll be up there.
stop that.
Join Pan Am when you're ready. Okay.
Okay. I have to admit, I love some of these songs that I'm finding in the anime pass
this?
or the
my
music
God.
pass. Like Tonight from
Essentially.
Bleach.
Maybe
That's
I'll
one of
that's
my
a good song.
favorite
Yeah.
Bleach openings, along with D Techno Life.
The end
Bleach.
G Techno Life is so good. I know every word to that song.
Like that song is, it's super good, and I saw it on here, and I'm like, oh shit! Like,
I was so happy when Overworld did one of the My Hero
Oh.
openings. It was so good.
Oh, yes! I still am upset at how good Asterisk is as an adult, where I'm like, was that a good anime
I don't
intro? And
think
then
I need to
listen
talk to all
Asterisk
these people. Just join Pan Am.
also, I didn't know that there, like the or the opening to the Japanese version of Duel Masters is on here. And I'm like, oh yeah,
Quiet.
that was a thing.
Wouldn't you rather
Well,
be
I'm sorry,
alone?
Duel Masters is still a thing
Oh,
because
please.
Japan's still
I just
releasing
need to get
sets
away
of
from
that.
everything, but-
Wait, Duel Masters is still a thing?
Yeah, there you can pre-order booster boxes right now for it. Yeah.
That's-
Japan takes
I
Duel
have
Masters
to
seriously.
look that up. I have
Also-
You escape when you need to think.
Omni, I need you to
I'm not
translate
escape.
a song title for me because I find it kind of entertaining.
I can't promise anything.
You.
Kaisei Josho Hallelujah.
Something the matter?
I see
I'm so
Joseph,
tense I barely caught a
hallelujah.
wink last night.
Yeah,
It's like
so I want to know what
same
the
tonight.
first parts are because it's the Yu-Gi-Oh GX
Tomorrow,
opening
I'll
in
lead my whole
Japanese.
clan to
I
near
think
certain
it's like
death. As
celebrate
if that's not enough, Saul
young
is suddenly
men
concurring
in
with
some
everything
way,
I
or
said.
like
I
youth.
don't know if
Hallelujah.
that's
Youth?
good or bad.
Celebrate youth, hallelujah.
Something
People
like
are
That
that.
sounds right.
Sounds like some that
But
sounds
they
like
still
some
believe that it
YMCA
all
song
goes to
bullshit.
shit. Pan Am will be there for
That
Also-
sounds like they're
Because
chilling
who
out in the
else,
crew
right?
with the schoolyard.
That
Well, yeah.
sounds a lot. Sounds worse.
Yeah,
They
finding
are
trouble
definitely
in the right
chilling out
direction.
with the crew in the
It's not the
schoolyard.
responsibility.
yeah, they're finding trouble. They're
I'm just
never
looking
looking
at this
to
with a cool head.
Also, Tank is
Alright.
on.
Has made
Is
only
one of the
wrong
songs on
decisions
here,
to be a
and that
little
makes
more
me
like
excited.
But only I know
What
what I'm
one?
good at, and at
Do do
worst,
do
Tank,
do do
the
do
the opening to
do.
Cowboy Bebop.
I'm scared to the
Oh,
bone something
yeah.
will go wrong.
How do you guys
But
not know the
everyone
name
will-
of the song is Tank?
Oh, he said tank. I didn't hear him say tank. I
Yeah,
thought
he
he
said
said
tank.
pain.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
sorry, I
dragged
was
you into
8 years
this.
old watching Cowboy
V.
Yeah, and
apologize, I don't know the name
crying.
of the inch
You were
well.
just 8 and crying. We get it.
If I
Jeez.
take
Yeah,
you
because
to
even
the
in Cowboy
extreme,
Bebop, they killed Leo
it
Mon.
isn't fair.
Yeah, he died in the. I am dying. My name's Leomon. Here I go again. Here I go again.
All right.
And
There
then
you go,
Barney
Round of
came on
Life from
stream and
Howl's
told me he loved me.
Oh, you know
It
there's
was
a
a whole thing.
Barney
Then he
documentary
turned around and
expose that's
stabbed
coming
Leo
out.
Mon again.
Yes, that's coming out on Peacock. That I'm really excited to watch on October 12th. Because I'm like, what the fuck do you mean Barney was evil? Tell me more.
Yeah, apparently there's a bunch of stuff that went on it. I'm like, huh.
I'm not getting Peacock, but I'm sure I'll catch like YouTube clips of this of the best parts in the future.
Yeah, luckily I have like a boomer mother who
Let's sit here a
subscribes to
while
all
longer.
of the things, so
It's so
This is
much.
I can watch Peacock
More than I thought.
and Netflix and HBO Max and fucking Crunchyroll. It's awful. I don't know how much money she spends, but we have all the services.
Oh, it's almost midnight. Do you guys know that we podcasted for basically an hour and a half?
That's
Nice.
Saul's back. Let's go.
I told you,
Well,
your
Zakuta.
Zatsuden streams are entertaining. You
Oh.
could do them more and get away with it.
Well, this is the first time we've like
Oh my
I just
God,
sat and
what
just
the
chatting
fuck?
for so long.
The Mickey Mouse Club March is a song on here now,
Everybody loves Disney,
Club March.
especially the
Along with-
Japanese.
along with the theme from Indiana Jones.
I don't know the theme from Indiana Jones. I was
Dun, dun, dun,
thinking-
dun,
Do,
dun,
do.
dun.
Oh, okay.
Kamen Rider X8.
Man, you don't know any
song.
themes. You don't know Indiana Jones. You don't know Cowboy Bebop.
Did someone say Kamen Rider?
Yeah, Excite from
Unless,
Kamen Rider
unless it
EX8.
involves Digimon or Christianity, you don't know anything about themes.
Life is Showtime. Kamen Rider Wizard.
Looks like everyone's
I'm
ready.
reading you like a book, Rue, my
Ready as
boy.
that
Not watch Kamen Rider
It's
Wizard.
like the Christian Bible.
What about Zinryo Kuzenkai Zenkaiger from Kikai Sentai Zenkai?
I was going to say that
That's the
if you
theme
hear
song for Zenkai. That's the
if you
theme
hear
song for Zenkai.
Kiger in
They're
any
so
way, it's
slow.
probably Sentai.
Yeah,
Zenkaiger. That's the theme song for
Doctor
Zenkai.
Tight.
Dr. X. I don't know what
Did they change my
Dr.
clothes?
X-
Hey, I'm a cowboy now. Look at that. I'm a cowboy.
Sure, let's download Dr. X.
Cowboy, baby.
A bunch of Toho songs. Just yeah, a bunch of Toho songs.
Bunch of
Oh,
good
that's
vibes.
Toho.
I don't know if I want any of the
You
Toho
should
songs.
Take the shard from. Okay.
Thanks.
Classic music melody rock version. Sure. We'll download that.
The plan
An
is
American in
two
Paris.
objectives. One, get into
What are
Arasaka
they doing in
Tower
Paris?
Wrapped
and
in
assist V in
blue.
accessing Mikoshi.
Mars,
And
the
two,
bringer of
Take
war.
advantage of the confusion to gather as much equipment as we can.
It feels so bad to
Roger.
say, but you said America's in Paris, and all I
The
can
only
think
way
of is
into
niggas in
Mikoshi is to
Paris.
dig through to
I'm
Arasaka
like,
Towers.
are they?
Oh!
Alright.
I think we mentioned this on our stream. I want to mention this here. So last week, I went down a YouTube rabbit hole and ended up listening to the entire Digimon the movie soundtrack in English.
You shouldn't have done
It
that.
is such a weird and random mix
Yeah.
of music.
Uh-huh.
It's like,
Imagine
oh,
buying that
We can't allow
at the
Yeah.
age of 7. Just
because I'm
having
like,
it.
I did remember some of these. Like, sure, I remembered Kids in America was in there. But I completely forgot
Let's
that
not kid
1 Week
ourselves.
by the
It
Bare
won't stall
Naked
them for
Ladies
long.
was part of that soundtrack.
Was in the first.
Forget
They
that
played it in the
week
first half of the movie.
Naked ladies went there. So,
Are there drones there?
one time
Early
I went to
detection
Warp
systems?
Tour
Anything?
when I was a little
It's not
kid
Fort
because
Knox.
I
It's
have
not
a
Fort
family
Knox.
member that has
Securities,
been
you
working
never know.
for
But
Vans
guaranteed
for a
control.
bazillion years. He's a
In any
stage
case,
director.
our drone
Whatever,
has
blah
been
blah blah. I
Tell
had
you,
VIP
look out to
tickets to
raise
go
the
to Warp
flag.
Tour as a child. Bare Naked Ladies is there, and they play 1 week, and I'm like, Mom, it's the Digimon song, and she looks at me and she's like, please don't say that here.
Don't do this to me.
And I was like, okay, I respect this, but I like died on the inside a little bit, but I'm like, Mom, you're fair. We're at the Warp Tour in like 2009. Don't bring up Digimon right now, except also, this is the Digimon
Bet your
song.
ass it is.
They
Like-
put they put Sukomon in the
What else?
screen in the middle of in
inside,
Tokyo.
you
Like
sure
what?
get it.
Sorry, I looked at him. after she got her helmet puked in. These are core memories for me, Mother.
From there, V, Pan Am, and I will get to
But I saw
Like-
bare naked ladies one time, and all I could think of was Digimon.
Should we expect
Also,
anyone to
the
crash our party?
Digimon song or rap or whatever is
The
the most.
Digi-Rap?
It is like the most 90s
Still have some time left.
thing
This is
I
an
can
insane
ever
plan.
think of.
I also have a really bad memory of that.
Really quick though, I think I still have that soundtrack. I listened to it a lot. I enjoyed it, but I also
Did you
enjoyed
enjoy
Mariachi
Digi
and Weird
Rap?
Al, so
Did you
whatever.
know- Did you hear? Did you know what's coming?
everyone up to speed?
Digivolutions.
He just throws Digi in front of everything. Like
Hold on,
literally
Digivolution
every
is up
word.
and running. Did you see? Did you hear? Did you know what's coming?
What's coming?
My Digi destiny starts today. Let me hear you say.
Digimon. Yeah,
Oh, Panzer. Tank time.
It's awful. It's in my soul.
When the Digi
Like-
pass, Digi press it collide. Time to
Let me
Digi side.
Digimon.
It's
It's
so
like-
stupid.
like-
To Digicide was like mind blowing as a child.
It's like I feel like they told the person who wrote that song. It's like okay, let's get to it. It's a show about Digimon, digital monsters. Digimon.
And they all say Mon or have Mon at the end of their name. All right,
That's-
I got you. I'll put Digi at the beginning of everything I say.
You're gonna be rapping immediately after Amanda, Angela Anaconda. All right, so be prepared. Have that energy in mind.
God.
Man, this is
I still think it's not as much as a sequitur as as most of. I still think it's. Actually, no. You know what? I'm sorry. The Pokemon. Some of the songs on the Pokemon first movie CD have no place being there, like at
I don't
all.
know. The
I love the
Pokemon.
Pokemon first movie CD,
There's
So the
vitamin C
Pokemon
in it, Scott.
CD?
but it's good.
Yeah. Okay. So the
Like,
Pokemon.
Brother,
movie
My
CD
Brother is
soundtrack.
just like one of the best songs, and I still get
That
emotional.
was
with
made
that.
for that one. I'm not talking about
Yeah.
the ones that were made for the movie. I'm talking about the ones that they put
Like
in
I
there
can
just to
still
fill out the
see,
fucking
just
soundtrack.
like Pikachu just getting slapped in the face repeatedly, refusing to fight while
Stop
crying.
making me horny. Well, his
Look,
Pikachu should have
we're
been tougher.
professional
Stop
already.
picking fights.
Look,
I
Oh,
also
but Pikachu
absolutely
didn't wanna-
love the
oh,
fact
Pikachu
that
didn't
both
wanna fight
Meowths
them.
just kind of like just sat and chilled.
yeah, Meowth was there giving the meta narrative thing like this is destructive. I don't
Well,
want
I'm meant to fight.
this.
It's not like this.
Something's busted. All the circuitry is
Meowth
dead.
was like, yo, I
I'll
speak
try to work it
English.
out. But
This
V,
is
you
wrong.
need to somehow get rid of those
Yeah,
drones.
like
I'm better than
Call the
this.
drones. You deal with the Panzer.
I had to learn
Oh,
how
what?
to speak English. These motherfuckers.
Pokemon
for this.
are meant to
I
fight.
still think this is wrong.
Put it out, get the fuck out if not.
Oh man,
I
I remember the Nurse Joy voice actor. She went really hard at the movie. All
Yeah.
of her lines were filled with so much emotion,
Man,
and I'm
this
like,
sniper
"Who was
is
this in the
so
show?"
fucking strong.
Pokemon
Why
are meant
didn't
to
you-
fight. Not like this.
Yeah, and I'm like, damn, bitch, you're bringing me to tears. I'm an adult. I thought I was just weak as a child, and I'm like, no, I'm still
Yeah.
weak to this.
Yeah.
Also, I love how the
and then as a
actor
kid,
from,
Ash dying kind of fucked with me too.
Yeah,
You know,
they just straight up turned that fucker to stone. No chill.
But that's his own fault.
Pikachu was like, hey, Harry, stop. I love this guy. What the fuck?
He did it to himself because the Ash Ketchum method of run in head first and hit and punch it doesn't work. Never works.
Pikachu trying to wake Ash up is the anime equivalent of it is the anime equivalent of Simba trying to wake up Mufasa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
We gotta go home.
Just like he's just like poking him and then starts electrocuting him, and then like his voice is getting more hoarse as he's just trying over and over, and I'm like,
Everybody
damn.
is just like silent, watching, and they're like, my heart is breaking with every thunderbolt. Please stop.
Like the first movie is still probably one of the best written ones.
The third
If not
one.
the best.
I think the first 4 Pokemon movies
Stop throwing grenades at me.
I will just, even then, like, I like Pokemon Heroes and I like Destiny Deoxys.
Yeah, Pokemon Heroes is where Ash went, or almost got murked by a Latios.
Almost like, yeah, Latios almost fucking like rapes Ash. She's like, I'm gonna pretend to be human. I'm gonna get that little boy.
Latios almost accomplished what Chikorita attempted.
Exactly, but Latios was gonna fuck me because you know Latios is like hundreds of years old. I'm like, ma'am, you can't be seducing 12-year-old little boys by pretending to be a 13-year-old little girl.
Please don't talk about seducing 12-year-old boys on my stream.
Yeah, don't watch Pokemon Heroes.
I'm not. Don't worry.
I mean, I would give Latios the
Shut up.
Don't fuck your Pokemon. Rule number 10.
Listen,
This,
they weren't
yeah.
so fuckable. I would.
They're not. They're animals.
They're animals. They're Pokemon. Jesus.
Same difference.
No, and then Pokemon Destiny Deoxys was really good because it explored the concept of like Pokemon PTSD, which was really fun. Where it's like, hey,
It wasn't bad.
it was a fun movie. I liked it. The CGI was really rough, but like the core of the story was really fun. It was just about a little boy who almost got fucking murdered by a bunch of Pokemon and was like, hey, I don't like Pokemon because they almost murdered me when I was a child. And everyone's like, what the fuck? That's weird.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of reasonable. Like,
Yeah, every other adult was like, no, yeah. He just doesn't like Pokemon. Chill, guy.
Do I have to keep using the sniper rifle? Oh
how
shit.
dare you fucking not like?
Yeah, and then Ash and May were like, what do you mean? That's illegal. And it's like, yeah, maybe he's a little apprehensive. Leave him alone. He's a nice boy.
That's illegal. How dare you not like Pokemon?
I like Destiny.
Yeah.
I don't really like
Rise of
Pokemon.
Darkrai.
No. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's
people not like
valid.
Pokemon here. It's like whatever. You don't like Pokemon in Pokemon World. You're some kind of like.
Oh yeah. If I spent like $100
Yeah.
to buy tickets to a theme park, I didn't want to be there, I'd be very upset.
He didn't buy the tickets. His father ran that place.
Or what the hell are you talking about?
A movie.
Oh well, fuck
Yeah,
that movie. It's for
Destiny
children.
Deoxys. Yeah, exactly. It's for Destiny Deoxys. It's rude.
Yeah.
But also, it's not the fact that he didn't like Pokemon. He had trauma because he got like fucking owned by a Pokemon.
Yeah, a Pokemon touched him inappropriately.
Shut up.
I need to change the sniper rifle.
He got the glug from a steel.
Fucking dumbass.
It's pretty horrible.
They showed it on camera.
Hey team, it's me, your boy.
Glug.
Light
What
of the
you doing?
Bumblebee.
Ooh, are these
then,
new lore?
What was the other? What was the
What
other
about
thing?
security protocols?
Now,
It's not a space station. It's a dumb big
Oh
ass
man.
the third and fourth movies, they said, you know what? What a scar some kids.
Yeah, the third one was like, hey, do you miss your mom so bad you wish that you had Pokemon parents? And it's like, fuck, that hurts.
Like,
Yeah.
hey, remember when your dad ran off and died?
Got killed by the unknown? Like,
Fucking.
Yeah.
Which and then the Japanese even realized, okay, this is kind of fucked up, and they reanimated and re-released the movie with after the English version came out with the fact that he comes
Oh,
back.
I'm about to fuck these
Yeah,
dudes
they
up.
had to redo and re-edit
Oh
it
no, I
because
can't.
it
Why
was
is
too
Sandavista
sad.
not activating? Did my game glitch? Fuck.
I
Alright.
also love the second
We gotta
movie,
do this
like,
the
how
hard way.
The dude was just that wrote it was just able to get away with whatever the fuck he wanted because they were too busy distracted by making the games at the time. Which is how he threw
There we go.
Lugia in and gave like all of the lore for Lugia. 'Cause he was just like, I was just making shit up.
Yeah, he was like, I was fucked up. I was
Man,
drunk.
if you fucking
I was
woke up and you went to work and a
kind of-
chick with a biker jacket came on and started kataning everybody you know for the last couple of years, you'd be very upset.
I mean,
yeah.
it wouldn't matter if it was a chick in a biker jacket or a dude in a goddamn Speedo. It'd be fucking like, what the hell?
Either way, I'd be like extremely concerned. And
I
be
mean,
like,
you'd have a lot more to talk about though if it was a dude in Speedo.
Oh, I'm killing all these. I'm just stabbing my knife into the windows of these guys' car.
Because immediately you know, one of the first questions people would ask would be like, well, was he hard when he was like cutting people up? And he'd be like, dude, that's so inappropriate.
Dude, it's like inappropriate. All my friends are dead. I don't know how I managed to
that's
live.
inappropriate, but yes.
And I'm
I
like,
only
Yeah.
live because
It's like
they stabbed me in
Wild
the back.
boner.
yeah, they're like, but how big was it impressive? And he'd be like, he fucking killed people. I'm like, yeah, I know, but like, what was he tackling? A guy wants to know. I know he's dead. It's just fun knowledge.
Oh, it's like your friends are dead now. It's like, you know, who cares?
Big old land. This is an NCPD, is it? No, it's Militech.
Let's see. What is the storm doing right now?
Yeah, what is?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's a lot of blue and yellow and orange.
And it's creating the sound, and it's creating something that looks like a middle finger.
Motherfucker. Now
See,
it's
I had to-
teabagging.
I've had to go through tornadoes, but like hurricanes seem scary.
Is that it?
I mean,
Really,
it just depends
it's,
on... The tornadoes are literally what I'm actually afraid of.
See, 'cause
Yeah,
that's the
they're
thing. And
scary.
hurricanes
Like,
are
the actual hurricane, I'm like, as long as you're not on the coast, it's not too bad.
Actually, what's hurricane terrifying is the fact that it's like it lasts so long.
I love
Well,
it when
this
they're
one is
in near
literally-
cars.
I mean, we're hoping that this one will be gone by like Friday afternoon at the earliest. It just is like, you know, hey, we want to hang around for a while.
But at least you're not stuck. At least you're not some poor unfortunate fool stuck on vacation and have to live stuck in some hotel for it.
I mean, I'd rather be on vacation and stuck in a hotel at this point, because then at least I know all my, like, you know, my house isn't gonna be ruined by it. 'Cause,
Man,
well, you know,
this is fucking slow motion
isn't there.
headshots is so satisfying. It's outrageous.
I just like the way you throw on.
Yeah,
Like, look at him.
I had a song called Nya
You're
Nya
fucking kidding.
Nya.
I'm having a blast.
Oh! Nya nya nya.
We're back. Inside me. Quick.
Watch it. Watch.
It's
that's
not the
what you think it
Vocaloid
is.
song. Yeah, it's not the Vocaloid.
Not this fucking Pop Tart
We'll
cat
try to buy
again.
you as much time as we can.
I already have a game with Pop Tart.
You think they wouldn't? You think they wouldn't reuse Pop Tart cat or something?
Although, let's see. I didn't look through all the Vocaloid songs, to be honest with you. There's a lot of Vocaloid songs.
There are a lot of Vocaloid songs, and
Let's see, we have
Most of them are not.
Meto Tora, Venom.
Vocaloid got me real good when I was a 12-year-old.
I
And then
feel
it snuck
like
up on me again.
I would be-
There's a few really good ones. Like one of the ones that they have for download is Senbon Sakura, and I do love both the original version of that and I love the Vocaloid song.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Yeah, the actual band that sings it's freaking amazing.
Company incoming.
They also invited Amy Lee from Evanescence to sing
Yeah,
Senbon
yeah.
Sakura, and that's also a really good version.
Who the hell is shooting me from over here?
Your mum.
Homemade.
That's fair. Oh, this idiot.
It's your mum.
Well, they're
they
dead
also
now.
have some other great anime songs like How Far I'll Go from Moana and Try Everything from Zootopia.
God damn it.
Don't worry, Julian. In the PS4 Taiko no Tatsujin, there's also Let It Go.
I thought that movie was a lot more recent than it was, but it's a very old movie at this
It is
point.
very old.
It's old. It's from like 2013.
Yeah, I never watched
One is
it.
almost 10 years old.
I have a child who still loves to watch Frozen, and it hurts me in my soul because I'm like, I was tortured.
Why won't you die? It feels like I'm not doing anything to you. Oh, okay.
And she'll be like, I want to watch Frozen. I'm like, how dare you? Fine, go watch Elsa and Anna.
Also, there is a
Frozen
One
2
more.
is going to be 3 years old in November.
They're smoldering wrecks. We
That's still bonkers to me.
Don't,
I
miss.
still don't
Head
think
back
that
your way.
anybody in that movie deserved Kristoff. That man was too good for any of those characters.
Cause he's lost in the woods.
Lost in the Woods is cool.
Oh hell yeah!
Harold, you and Cassidy.
RPG.
You got it.
Also, I love the
It's not
random
auto,
pop
it's not
songs,
auto.
like Japanese
That
pop
shit out,
songs
get outta
they
here.
throw in this game.
Okay.
No, I don't care.
Putting it on
There's some
autopilot.
really good random Japanese pop songs.
Our team went through a lot of stuff.
Like Linda Linda. If you've never heard that, that's a really fun one.
Bob and
Or
Teddy
RPG.
Tag.
That's a really good Japanese
my
pop
fault.
song.
Teddy and Bob. They knew the risks, V.
I mean, to listen to like Vocaloid music.
So do I.
It's bad.
Yeah, USA. Also a really
I'd
fun
do it
Japanese
all over
pop
again.
song.
For anyone in the clan.
But USA. Great
Man.
song.
This thing is
Fucking
going through
love
a
it.
Told me
lot.
you brought in some help from Makoshi.
Oh, do you know More?
Mm-hmm.
Will you not?
Alt.
And
It's
who is that?
that's a good one.
Ooh. They have He's a Pirate from
There's
Pirates
a
of the
net running
Caribbean.
Queen of Night
That,
City.
of course you. Of course.
Fucking love that song.
Yes, she does.
Was.
How do you?
Scott, so
How would you not love
so
that
to
song?
speak.
this is the person. You are
Listen.
also the same person who saw Pirates
But
3
she'll
way too many
help
times.
us.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, seeing
Can
it
you
about
trust
7
it?
times in theaters is not.
You
too
saw
many times.
Pirates of the Caribbean 7 times?
I really, it's my favorite of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. But yes,
Two of them I was
Why?
there for.
Something got you worried.
One
Yeah,
of them was
and then
because
I
I
That
had
movie,
seen
that
it.
movie had the
Another
most
one was
awkward
because
beginning.
it was-
They were trying so hard to catch people up, like really resolve the
I
second
fucking love
movie.
the scene where they hang
In
the
like
kid.
the first 15 minutes, first like
That's-
30 minutes, it's outrageous.
That's one of my favorite scenes of the whole movie. Is
Not
where they hang the
not
kid.
like what happened, but the fact that they were trying
Yeah,
to like
but,
catch
like,
you up and
yeah.
get you ready for 3 so quickly. I was like, this is whiplash.
Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, but
Legend of
like
Zelda
I said, I was
movie.
there for 2 of the instances Scott saw. For 2 of the times Scott
You
saw.
really
it.
are his best friend.
How much farther
would-
to Arasaka?
I would
Yeah.
never.
Yes.
Not
The
far.
first time was because I
Personally,
was
no.
Yeah, the first time it was because we were just I hadn't seen it yet, and Scott's like, "Oh, we can watch it," and then fucking he wanted to see it, and I'm like, "Okay, whatever." So, and that was his like third by that point. And then another time we
Yeah,
went and
'cause-
saw it was because we were at Universal Studios, and it was like fucking
what's the issue?
hot, and it was like really hot day, and we had already done everything we wanted. So I told him, well, it's like, well, we can go see a movie since we have like a couple, three options. We could have saw Pirates, fucking Shrek 3, or whatever Fast and Furious movie was out of the time.
Saul, are you on board with this? V.
Neither of us had an interest in
Someone
Fast
make
and
him see
Furious,
reason.
so we
Say nothing?
and on our way to Pirates, we accidentally
The three of
walked
us
into the
have still
Shrek.
got a
We actually
decent
walked
shot.
into the Shrek 3
Without him,
theater and saw
we've
like
got
2 minutes
none.
of it, and then,
Sure, Bob.
and then
Saul, we're talking goddamn
and then,
suicide.
walked back out. Which after
kill you.
watching all Shrek 3, I'm glad I didn't waste my money on that.
Oh, Mitch, what a fucking Chad.
Saul,
Because it's not as bad as
Head in your way.
Shrek Happily Ever After, or what the fuck that movie's called.
You two go on up and
was
see what's
that?
gotten into it.
The fourth movie.
I heard some kind of noise. Sounded like metal. It was like a dunk.
Man, Panam, your butt is phenomenal. I don't know why they gave you such a wishy-washy walk.
I don't know. I did drop something.
No, it came from outside of my house. Like, it came
Um,
from somewhere in the hurricane.
oh yeah, there's a horrible storm going outside. Going on outside.
Over here?
Mitch,
I'm here.
Where's my phone?
be careful.
Now that I think about it,
Jack in and
here it is.
It looks like the engine overheated and choked.
Did they message me back yet? Nope, I didn't expect him to.
Here goes.
I have a friend who messaged me earlier,
Please, no more.
and
What do you call?
and like I responded no, and I fucking shut up.
God,
Uh,
oh my. So, quick side note. So on the
Don't worry.
you know,
Give her more power.
like on the bus riding into work, like you could hear some of the other employees
Dylan.
talking about things. I'm like, oh my god, it was some entertainment people, and one of them was talking about like how, you know, they had been, you know, on some dates on Grindr over the weekend and shit, and then they came back to work, and this person in a Nick Wilde
everything all right?
costume was like waving at them, like, you know, and really like just, you know, very familiar with them, and they're like, what the fuck? And then they like, you know, remove the costume. It's like the dude he had just put on Grinder like over the weekend. He's like, oh shit, like,
Tunnel's clear for now.
like he didn't really mention where he worked.
Still nothing.
God.
Could be a problem with the comms.
And like
Come on.
some of the other people were trying to
Let's
figure
do
out who this other guy was, because this one guy was like, yeah, I've been messaging some person who says that they're like a character, and they're like, oh, who is it? And they're trying to figure it out. I'm like, oh my god, there's some crazy shit that starts going on.
Means we're
Oh,
still
no.
in the basement.
I remember having to tell Julian not to go on Grinder when he was down here, because some of my bosses were on Grinder, and I'm like, please just don't while you're down here.
Oh, but that's kind of fun though.
Like,
I don't want to accidentally fuck. I don't want to.
I'm gonna go ahead and kill all these robots.
And I don't want them. I don't want them asking how I'm doing. And
the boss. Also, the boss was really fun. Like, we would sit in the when it was slow, we'd sit in the office and talk. He'd mention about like how when he was younger, they'd go and put like shaving cream on the windshield
God,
wipers and shit.
Sandevistan is so good.
They throw some sugar in gas like in gas tanks occasionally.
No, I've never actually done this ending, so I
talked
don't know
about
where this
mushrooms
maintenance shaft is supposed to be.
A bit. I'm just like, God.
Oh, here?
He's like, oh, I probably shouldn't be saying all this shit to y'all, but sure.
It looks like it leads up.
He's like, this past the point where anyone can sue me.
I mean, yeah, he was like late
Also
40s,
surrounded by
early
all that.
50s, and he's like, I mean, yeah, this shit I've done a long time ago.
Incredible, we happen to be standing right where the HQ bomb left a huge.
Here? Up here.
Damn old queens.
If I had the chance to sleep with someone's boss, I'd do it just for fun. Be like, I didn't even like him. I just slept with your boss. How do you feel about that?
I picked this up with someone who ended up being my boss.
That's a little more.
That's
awkward
called
when
being
you-
in a relationship.
Julian was dating or may still be dating someone that's near where I worked.
We
were in the same park.
If we look around, we'll find out.
I see something there.
The guards need our attention.
So I was trying to figure out who it was, because Julian hadn't met them yet. And I'm like, I want to meet your boyfriend before you do.
Not one bit.
Who the fuck is this man?
Like, I'm gonna try and figure out who it is
I
and
love
just walk up to him
Sandevistan.
and be like, hey, I know your boyfriend. Have him be like, the fuck?
You're gonna have to.
I know.
Well,
Gold Yukimura. Take all this stuff.
he might not know who you're talking about.
But he has that many boyfriends?
No, because he technically has. Because it's a polyamorous relationship. He already has somebody else. You're gonna have to be more specific, because it's like.
Fine,
technically
fine.
he has
I'll
a
walk up
fiance.
to him. I'll walk up to him and be like, I know your side hoe.
Don't. I am not. How
Now
dare.
everybody knows we've dropped in.
We don't
Out there.
slut shame
Also,
on this
he might not-
stream. You can be a side hoe. That's fine.
Yeah.
You slut.
I never said it was a bad thing.
Slut whore.
I don't know if he. I don't know if he reckon,
Dumb
also,
slut.
It's like. Well, I don't know.
Hurry up,
Unless you keep a picture of my freaking Rogan on
Plant
you, you're not gonna really. He's not gonna really
Systems cut us
recognize.
off.
I can go to your
Doc's here.
I can go to your Twitter.
See one nearby?
Just, I know this thing.
Need a board I
Like
can
you
jot
see
down
this.
sorry.
You see this person. I know him.
Check in.
I've been friends with him my entire life.
I found one.
Entire
It's
life,
not
and I met you
You're dragging
first
your personal
before he
affairs.
got to meet you.
I'm sending you
Even
to
though I
show
don't
this
know
wound.
where he's currently working right now.
We need to lift this goddamn
I don't know
lockdown
where,
first.
because he's been getting moved around a lot. He's been getting moved around a lot. It's like sometimes he's working attraction, sometimes he's not. And then he's working in a gift shop, sometimes he's not. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, what is going on?
It's weird.
But he's been there for a while. He used to be a coordinator, so before it mentally broke him in half.
Oh yeah, I can't ping. All right, so
He's like, nope, I will take. He's like, it's like, yes, I will lose this. I will lose the perks and the perks from the mission just to keep my mental sanity. I may ever not. It's like, I was talking to him at the time, but it's like because he was going crazy.
could you let me do my activation?
Never.
Game?
No. You get nothing. Good day, sir.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Also something's wrong.
Like,
God damn it.
Yeah, are you not allowed to
I gotta-
make everything go slow? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm trying to, but it's not working.
I think something's wrong
Weird.
with my
Luckily, I'm pretty good at the game, so I'm not gonna immediately die.
Luckily, I'm talented. So
There we go.
graphics
I'm
card.
back.
I think I need to update my graphics card. I think 'cause I knew it had to up my computer had to update for something. I think my graphics card. This thing is fucking annoying right now.
Oh, okay. I do have second wind. Yep, I sure do.
oh, Kamen Rider Kuga is now on Blu-ray.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I want it.
Oh, I bet you weren't expecting this, were you, guard?
Oh, and
I want it.
apparently, if you order directly from Tokushoutsu, you get an exclusive poster. It's a 7-disc release with all 49 episodes plus subtitles with and without grunge.
Did you die?
What?
Thank
Grunge,
you.
whatever that is.
I have no idea.
Are you in
Yeah,
here?
I have no clue. I've never heard of that. No.
Oh, now it works. Okay, fair.
Oh, that reminds me. Did I save the picture of?
I'm
Yeah.
so glad I just went ahead
There-
and did that instead of
There
doing
was a
Sneaky Snake
Yu-Gi-Oh
Road.
card that they never reprinted because of the description for it.
Alt?
It was called Neko Gal 1,
How much time?
and the flavor text for it was that she was a pussy fairy.
So we can keep going. To Mikoshi.
Apparently, on like the official website, they errata the thing to say pussy cat fairy, but her original card text in English
I'm
just
ready.
calls her a pussy
Bye,
fairy.
folks. Let's move.
I'm like, this is freaking great.
Okay, so
Oh, Omni, did you see the
Oh,
new
shit.
Pokemon?
Hello. Oh, these are
Did you see
friends
the new
now.
Pokemon?
oh god.
No, I don't know which Pokemon you're talking about.
Here,
Oh.
I'll show it to you.
Something's amiss.
I feel like they've been
No.
playing Monster Hunter.
No.
Oh, I
No.
actually know this card.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, we got another one. But no, it's Wiglet, and it looks like fucking Wigglers from Monster
Oh,
Hunter.
does it? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wiglet looks like Kezu.
So
Wiglet is amazing.
Before, okay, I'm trying to get to this ending, like finish this ending, and then we'll end stream. But what I want to do is I want to watch the new trailer for that Wild Beast game. Do you guys know what that is?
She flatlined.
I keep seeing it pop up on my feed, but
Wild
they call
Beast
you,
is a
Sawdog.
game that EA and Koei Tecmo have come together to develop. It's their version. It's supposedly their version of a Monster Hunter game. So I'd like to watch that trailer on stream and give like my live reactions, if at all possible. And I think I'm about to fight Adam Smashers. I think we're about to wrap things up.
Separates you from Mikoshi.
good, because I'm
Seems
good.
to
My
finally
conscience
get
is
a chance.
Yeah.
yeah, I
I
should
guess that
probably
nap did not.
you know,
that nap did not do as much as
enjoy
I
a
thought it
snack and stuff while there's still power and air conditioning and
did. You can still see. You can still see. Walks upstairs.
All
Walks
the
upstairs
full
like
force of
dumb.
the ocean comes and assaults the United States coastline.
Also, Scott.
What?
My mother and my sister, they've been looking into some stuff and asking me questions about I think they're trying to plan on a trip. I think they're planning
Oh,
a trip to Disneyland.
Smasher, are you gonna kill Saul?
I think they're planning
Oh,
on
he took a shot to his chest. Oh, he got his head smashed.
Oh,
Disneyland would be great.
oh,
Crush.
ooh, nasty.
Yeah,
That's
not coming back from that.
Mm-mm.
I
It's not
mean,
gonna be in Rush
you
Hour
could try.
3.
Whoa, hello, friend.
I mean, Cell came back.
God. Not gonna be in Rush Hour 3.
Oh,
Fuck.
damn. I love that fucking blooper. Damn. He ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3.
I was still so shocked that, oh look, Cell again. Except then they made it Bad Cell, and I was like, why Bad Cell? Why?
Why is it
Yeah. It's like, why have you done this?
well, it's like,
Ow.
Why have you decided to be the most defensive? Did you please chill for just a moment?
Pan Am, please don't get in the way when I'm trying to shoot Atom Smasher.
please.
Yeah, come on, Pan Am. We're just trying to provide a full course meal of French cookery.
You have blue fingernails?
Yeah, I have blue nails.
What do you think? You have time to fucking work on fingernails?
I'm a legend. Ow.
I feel like your priorities are a little skewed.
Oh, hold. Is it gonna let me pull out a
Being
weapon?
a bad bitch is never like the
Hold on, I need to do something.
Doubt it.
Saul, with your gun, I'm gonna fucking blow this dude's face open
Doubt
by
it.
your gun, you mean my cock.
later.
No, it's Frank. Wild just reaches down his pants, reaches down the dead man's pants, rips the cock out, and just slaps him with it.
Okay.
But instead of a cock, it's just like a fucking shotgun.
Can I say
Like,
this?
wait, what?
I
It
can't
just
say this.
it just suddenly transforms into a shotgun. It's like
No, it just is a shotgun.
You could have a gun pee. I'm pretty sure
fucking hand
gun
pistol.
Yeah,
peeing is
exactly.
cyberware. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
fucking hand pistol.
Somebody like pulls down their pants and you're like, oh yeah, I'm about to get that cock, and then it's just like a shotgun. And you're like, haha, oops.
I think one
No,
of
they
the
just
I
bust
think
their hips
one of
and
the
then cocks
penis
the gun.
cyberwares is like a Mr. Gun or something, but I've absorbed too much knowledge. Okay,
Hell
so
yeah.
I haven't done this ending. I don't know the epilogue or any of that, so I'm probably gonna play through that on my own. I do want to see how Pan Am reacts to Saul's death because he was basically like a dad to her, and there's a nomad. So we'll see how that goes.
Why she's just standing there
Wild
staring
Hearts
at the
Well,
body?
She has to wait until I engage in dialogue. It's still a video game. But let's go to just
So,
check.
complaining about her standing there. It's like that's why she's staring at the body. I said.
Yeah. Can I do this? Okay, we're gonna exit out of Cyberpunk. I did my save, and let's bring up Wild Hearts.
Am I really going to defile this grave for money? Of course I am.
Damn.
What is? It's not Wild Hearts. It's Wild something, right?
Wild Hearts is no, I think it's Wild Hearts that you're talking about. Because I'm watching a trailer right now
Wild,
for it that
Wild
popped up on my.
Beasts, right?
No, it's Wild Hearts.
Wild arms.
Because this looks like what you were.
YouTube.
Because I can post the tweet for
Let's hope
it.
this-
It
let's
shows
hope
off
this-
like the trailer.
Let's hope this one's better than the last Monster Hunter clone that I played.
Oh, Wild Hearts. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't like the free one, whatever that one was. Okay.
It looks like Fortnite meets.
Well, we're gonna see.
I was
I'm
actually
about to
talking-
watch it now.
I was actually talking about Toe. I was actually talking about that.
Okay.
One. Oh, fuck it, what's the name of that damn game?
So this is gonna be my first reaction to this Wild Hearts reveal trailer.
Then you'll get Omni's full thoughts when he buys it later.
I will have to.
Next year.
Oh, looks like it's very Chinese inspired. Whoa. Whoa. Fucking longsword privilege. Is that
They should be.
that looks like a Pokemon, that bunny with the tree on its head.
So,
Does that have raspberry ears?
visitors to the land of the East.
I have to admit, it looks pretty cool.
It's very Asian inspired.
Well, it's Koei Tecmo, so that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
You do realize
But is it because it's like a future of our world, or is it something different? Because like Neo is our world but alternate. This is huge. This is a huge monster.
That's
This
the name
giant
of it. God damn it,
pig.
that took me forever to think of.
So they have flying monsters, terrestrial monsters. different biomes. There's an ice area.
This a big
I wonder
game.
if you can actually roll like that, or if that's for just the trailer. Because like in Resident Evil 6, you could roll around. I wonder if they give you that kind of movement.
In you.
Oh, they brought back the the arm thing from World. Is that dude spinning with flying with helicopter doors?
The seed of invention. You need.
Whoa, he's got Ivy's sword, or like a version of it.
In so doing.
God, when you said that, all I could think of was like an Ivy sword as an Ivy
Oh
sword.
yeah, there's a.
Like,
Ivy Sword, dude.
it's like fucking an Ivy sword that just has the tail like Lavinus or something like that.
The fights are quick. The traps are cool. I like the way that they look there.
Yeah, the whole fact that they kind of build and stuff is what made me immediately think of Fortnite, and then I saw that what they were doing with it, and I'm like, okay, never mind. Like,
Yeah,
With
they're
all
like
this shit exploding nearby. I hope this isn't somebody's house.
it feels like it's a mix between Monster Hunter and the tower defense. You just bring your whoa, that final monster is huge. It comes out in February? It's coming out in like 5 months? Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I'll get this game. We'll play this game. It looked like there was multiplayer. I like the biomes. I like all that stuff. That was pretty cool. Then I think that's where we'll call stream. I'm hungry, and it's like half an hour earlier than normal. It's not too big a deal.
You watching Spoonie related things?
Yeah, he popped up on my feed because he was live playing Baldur's Gate, and so I watched him, and then and then because I watched him, and we're like, "Do you want to watch this old board game review?" I was like, "Sure, I'll watch it again."
You want to watch all this old stuff that Spoonie used to do?
And
That was
so I
interesting,
had-
where he went cuckoo banana butts.
kind of on it, yeah.
Yeah, Twitter was the worst thing for his mental
Also,
health.
Twitter's the worst thing
I
for
should
me.
mention this because it's relevant to what you were playing tonight. Cyberpunk 2077 officially has gone over 20 million copies sold.
Good. It's a good game. It's just that it shouldn't have been on PS4 and Xbox One. If it just shouldn't have been. It should have been PC only until it was ready for 5 and the series. Honestly, it's a phenomenal game. It's gonna hold up, I think, in the long run. I can't wait to see what the expansion is. But for now, in public, I have to put Cyberpunk to the side. If you're in my Discord, I'm gonna be watching a lot of Cyberpunk movies and stuff. So feel free to join me in that endeavor. But October is Halloween month. We'll start with Layers of Fear 2, and then we'll go crazy from there. I'm going to make some time for either it's going to be extra streams or we'll do like a special one-off, but I'm going to make some time for Overwatch. I'm going to make some time for Manushka's birthday. And we're going to make some time for Gotham Knights towards the end of the month. So those 3 will be exceptions, but for the rest of the month, it'll just be horror games. If you want to... It'll be very scary. I don't.
Yeah, horror games.
It'll
And
be
pictures of Omni as a child.
I don't want to deal
will
with
be
this.
spooky.
Last
It'll
year
be
was
Omni
fun.
and hot. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's what we want.
So, thank you everybody for watching tonight. The just chatting part at the start was very different but very fun. Hopefully, if I do it again, I'll have something to talk about as well. The main reason I wanted to do it tonight was because I had so much to go over and I just needed to get it out of the way. Thank you, my boy, for joining. My boy's on my Discord. He's the mod. And then thank you for Lazy Gaming Guys, Scott and Julian. You can find them at youtube.com/lazygamingguys or twitter.com/lazygamingguys. But otherwise, we'll call it a night. Thank you, everybody, and have a good one.